next up, I got to bring on my guest. I got to bring on 2K Crossfire. So tonight with me, I'll start out my formal introduction. First, we're gonna bring in Mr. Jack Mascone. So my guy Jack, I dragged him in first. He doesn't even know he's in here. What's up, Jack?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you been, man?
Thanks for having me.
Of course,
I'm good.
Of course. I like the listen.
I'm excited to be on.
I like the picture. Is that for Blockhead?
The coin, yeah, this is a Blockhead coin.
I like it. Listen, man. I'm excited, man. You've been doing big things ever since that retirement, man. I've been seeing. I keep an eye on it, man. You're out here giving speeches.
It's a slow grind, but I'm just trying to do it.
But hey, man,
trying to do it the right way, and then
nothing.
I think I'm in a cool spot to obviously the world's changing a ton right now, so
hey, listen, man. I'm trying to see.
It's always nice to come back and talk some 2K League.
I'm trying to see Millionaire Jack. Okay, I'm trying to see Jack with $1 million. I'm trying to see Jack do crazy things, man. Hey, I'm excited. But listen, man, I'm excited to have you on tonight. Thank you for coming on. 2-time champ. Everyone that's basically in here knows who you are already. I don't really have to give you some crazy introduction, but thank you for coming on, man.
Of course, champ. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Next up is my guy Sherm. Sherm is a guy who, again, another retiree. We got all these guys retiring, man. How's it going, Sherm?
Champ, how you doing?
How's it going, man? Listen, thank you, Sherm, for coming on. If you guys don't know, Sherm, he's a guy who played for Hornets Venom last year. I'm pretty sure they won the Chance tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Again, Sherm has been in the league for a couple of years. Never missed playoffs. But, I mean, I've been seeing Sherm. How have you been, man? How is post? I saw you playing post-draft. Is that true?
I played like 1 week of post-draft.
Okay.
The youth got it, bro.
The youth got it? I mean, I feel you. But
I ain't got time for that.
But listen, man, I appreciate you coming on here, Sherm. I really do. Thank you so much for coming on. Up next, I'm going to bring in Demon JT. The guy, listen, man, this guy brings more energy than anyone I've ever seen in the NBA 2K League. A guy who, again, I need to see. JT, how are you not a coach or anything in the league, man? What's going on?
To be honest, I still like to hoop. Like, do I think I can coach? Of course. I mean, it's me. But I miss hooping. Like, I miss the stage. I wanted to have at least one more shot at the stage off a guard, just being able to talk my shit.
So, JT, I know that you kind of were in the spaces and we were already talking about the tip-off and everything. But there's a couple other topics that we're going to be talking about today, guys, as soon as I can actually get the slideshow up. So today we're going to be talking about 3 topics. We're going to be talking about the tip-off tournament. We're going to be talking about we're also going to be talking about virtual studio versus in-person. We're going to be talking about the Chief Keef having a 3v3 team. There's a lot to talk about. We might do some more predictions if we have time, but it's going to be a pretty, we're going to try to keep this rapid fire. But the first thing we're going to talk about actually is going to be the in-person studio. So I kind of want to get your guys' opinions on the idea of like virtual versus in-person. So I know that, Jack, you got an opportunity to play in the playoffs finally in person. JT has been playing in person for multiple years. Sherm, did you get how many? I know you played a little in person. Like did you?
Season 2.
Season 2. So I need to get your guys' opinion. Like, and this is something like I feel like it's kind of mixed. Do you think that the in-person studio, like, now that, some of these guys who've never played in person, how much of an impact do you think it's going to have in the tip-off tournament for some of these guys who've never played on the stage compared to the guys who have played on the stage? And I'll start with you, JT.
I feel like it'll be something that you have to adjust to because at the end of the day, on stage, every mistake is magnified. Every good play is same thing. It's amplified. Like on that stage, everything matters. Every single play, you could throw one bad pass and you look up, it's 5 dudes across just screaming at you. Like, some people it doesn't bother them, but at the end of the day, this draft was very young. So it's going to be a lot of dudes who think they can handle it, but once they're in front of it, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I listen. There's nothing better than sitting across JT and literally hearing this man scream in your ear. This guy would not shut up during games. like, but I have to ask you now that there's a lot of like trash talkers in the league that are no longer in the league. Who at this point, who do you think is like the best trash talker in the league? That's like left in the league at this point.
I might need time with that. That's
Yeah,
tough.
I'll come back to you on that
I'm
one.
trying to think. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
Let me look at the rosters real quick.
I'll come back to you on that. But I want to jump over to Jack. Jack, you got an opportunity to play in the NBA 2K League playoffs. I mean, you're a two-time champ. You know, people were like, oh, you know, you won on the virtual world, but then you went in person and you won it, you know, on the stage. What was that experience like finally getting to play in person? And does the stage impact performance?
I think there's a couple ways you can look at it. I think early in the season, teams don't really have a true identity yet. I think there's a ton of volatility at such an early point. So I think, there's a little bit more of a true impact than there was for me at the end of the season when everything, we were so sound. I felt like on both sides of the ball, there wasn't too much room for error. And like it allowed us to kind of block everything out and, just play our game. But I think, early on in the season, it's kind of when you see, true intangibles pop up and people can ultimately get either exposed or adjust really well. And I think it's a crucial point for teams to just recognize that this is like, at worst, it's a good opportunity to learn and get better. But like, if you let it break down your team and then becomes like personal issues that derive from playing in person, then that's definitely a terrible note to start the season off. So I think the biggest downside is actually like not necessarily losing and getting rattled on stage, but not being able to learn from it. I think like, it's the first tournament of the season. You take it with a grain of salt. So, I'm interested to see how teams react just off the court and, whatever the news is on Twitter following this tournament more than anything.
Do you think that there's an advantage for teams that have players that have had experience on stage, like some of those season one players who played like every week on the stage? Like, do you think there's any type of advantage for those teams, Jack?
Yeah, I do. I think obviously, having experience is great. I think the biggest advantage is chemistry though. Like the teams, that have kept the same core from last year, they're in a good spot because like I said, there's those, there's not as many rough patches that, the stage ultimately amplifies. So, I think that's the biggest competitive advantage is just chemistry more than experience, honestly. Obviously, chemistry kind of comes with experience, but
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Sure. You obviously coming into season 2, you played on the stage, then you go to a virtual world, and you go back to on the stage. Obviously, with the Hornets situation, didn't go the way you wanted in person. But what is your like thoughts on like virtual versus stage? Like, is there a dramatic difference? And do you think it really will affect these young players as well? Like again, like I know that they always talk about these like first year players. Like is the stage going to affect them a lot in your opinion?
I think most of the pressure is going to be on the rookies who are considered like questionable picks, right? Because they feel like they have a lot to prove, and if they come on the tournament and they struggle, people are gonna be talking no matter what on Twitter. Like you perform bad, no matter if you're a 5-year veteran or a rookie. I mean, you're gonna get some slack. So it's like the veterans they can deal with it a little more, but the rookies, they might take that hard, and that might affect their game and their whole year. I mean, you start your first impression off and you struggle. I mean, people are gonna hold that over you the entire year. So I think there's a lot of pressure on the rookies, but I mean, from my experience, just have owned it. Like, when I was season 2, I mean, I didn't really talk too much trash. I was just playing lock. I was chilling. I had my dog Dimes, but I was very close to my team. Like we had the chemistry, so we were hooping around like we were hooping. Like we were buddies. We were all having fun. And we were on a run. And we didn't really talk too much trash, but we were just doing our thing. So, like I said, I mean, the pressure is going to be on the rookies more than anybody. But like I said, just if they have fun with it, it's gonna be a good experience.
I mean, I think that it should be interesting to see how some of these younger players are going to react to being on a stage versus being, in a virtual world. Because again, some of these guys have like never played, and had someone screaming in front of their face. Again, we did have the UPA event where I guess it was a slight test for some of those guys. But I guess at the end of the day, if you got stick, you got stick, right? But anyway, I want to move on to the next topic, and that's the whole 3v3 team with Chief Keef. I don't know if you guys actually heard about this, and I know it's kind of something that people are like, some people might troll or whatever, but like Chief Keef basically like announced that he's gonna have a 3v3 team in the tournaments. What's your guys' thoughts on that? And I'll actually start with Sherm this time and come back to JT at the end.
Well, I was just telling them I had no idea. I didn't hear about this at all. So
Mhm.
I mean, I think this is pretty sick for the 2K League. And I mean, obviously they got the new mode with 3v3 going, and you get someone like Chief Keef. I mean, you know, I mean, it's I think it's pretty good for them, especially to start off the year.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I definitely think when you have like the hip hop world kind of start stepping into things like the 2K League, it definitely can have a huge impact. And now the fact that you have basically anybody can play. I'm surprised I haven't seen. Sure. Is there a reason why you haven't tried to compete in the 3v3, or is it just not your thing?
Well, I mean, I looked into it, but I think one of the rules is like you can't have like former pro players. And I plan on playing with Dan and Doug's, and honestly, like once we seen that rule, it's kind of I didn't really want to pick anybody up, and I wasn't too interested in, to be honest. I just wanted to play with my boys, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's that.
Yeah, I feel it. Jack, obviously, everyone's, you got Chief Keef obviously creating a 3v3 team. What is your thoughts on the NBA 2K League having 3v3, and what's your thoughts on Chief Keef, making a team for it?
I think it's super cool, and I think that it's something that we're gonna continue to see more and more. And I think the nature of the 2K League and the nature of NBA 2K actually allows like influencers to kind of come in and not get necessarily wiped up like they would in something like Call of Duty. I think there's, if Chief Keef gets two good players, he could have fun with it, and I think it helps him scale what he's trying to do to a certain extent. And I think like even maybe potentially venturing out and opening up a team of his own that's, has some affiliation with music and gaming is, I think, a super cool avenue to explore, especially right now. So I think it's cool because I think it sets a precedent, for the NBA 2K League and for, maybe outside influencers who are seeing this, maybe not just in the music industry, but athletes and whoever it might be, just trying to expand their brand and venture into something new. To look at this and be like, hey, maybe I can do this. So I think it's a really good starting point. I think the 2K League is the perfect professional esports league to start with as well.
For sure. JT, I'm coming back to you. Did you think about the best trash talker in the 2K League at this point?
The best is tricky. I'm gonna go my favorite, and that's Hezi on the Warriors. I feel like he's always talking. Like I even played him in Vegas. And I seen it in playoffs last year. When he's losing, he's talking. When he's winning, he's talking. He's just always talking. He won't shut up. But that's good because a lot of dudes only speak when they're up. They only speak when they're doing good. You're gonna 9 out of 10 hear Hezi regardless.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that the trash talk is back, basically because we're in person, like it was kind of like a lost art for the 2K League in a way, because going to virtual, this is kind of going back obviously to the first topic, but going to virtual, it did impact like the way trash talk was, because we didn't essentially have people talking trash to each other. Like they were in a room kind of like getting hyped and talking with their teammates. Like what like impact does trash talk have on like the game in general, JT, coming from a guy who obviously was a big part of that, in the early seasons of the 2K League?
I feel like it has a huge impact simply because it's like you have players who feed off it, who get better off it. You have players who get worse off it, and then you have the players who it like doesn't bother. But it's just a big factor because at the end of the day, no matter who you are, it affects you in a sense. Like it's rare that you're a team like the Wizards, back to back, talk all you want. We're gonna do what we do. Like before, seasons 3 and 4, like trash talking matter way more, but it's just it'll look like it matters way less because you have that sound and that great of a team, but it'll always matter because now that that team is gone, it's damn near back to square one. It's damn near like every team has to figure it out again because nobody has one but them in 2 years. So now it's going on a third where they can go for a three-peat. It's kind of tricky to where trash talking has to matter because on the stage, especially this year, trash talking has to matter because it's no regular season. Every single game matters. You can't just go and be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, y'all. It's cool, y'all. Nah, it's not cool. Every single time you step on the court, remote or in person, it matters. So in person, the stakes are even higher because it's no regular season. You have less chances to actually make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Also, JT, what's your thoughts on now with, you have 3v3 and you got, a guy like Chief Keef making a 3v3 team. What impact does this have for like the 2K League, and what's your thoughts overall on just 3v3 for the league?
I feel like 3v3 was the right move because it's the biggest community. Pro-Am, we're really a small bunch. We aren't big at all in terms of the 2K world. So the 3v3 was the right move, and I'm a big fan of them adding that. And as far as the Chief Keef things goes, as a fellow Chicago native, I'm happy to see him get into it. I'm not surprised that much because in GTA, a lot of hip hop artists are like starting to really get in the game and having their RPs and all of that. But to see somebody actually come over to 2K and like actually dive into it, because back in the hood, that was the main game. Like it's nowhere around it. Any hood you go to in Chicago, if you try to play for some money, you playing 2K. It's not nothing else. So it's like I can see like what makes him kind of want to get into it, but just it just gives the league so many more eyes because he's so big. And like what he says, I'm not gonna say what he says goes, but just him speaking on it and him showing interest in it, it's gonna make people who we wouldn't attract before kind of watch now just to even see what it's about.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, guys, we're gonna move on to the next topic. So the next topic is probably one of the biggest topics is the Tipoff tournament tomorrow. So if you guys don't know, the Tipoff tournament, for anyone in the chat, it starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. They're basically going to have group play. After group play, then they will go into bracket play. What we're going to be doing today is I have 4 groups here, and each of us are going to select the teams we believe are coming out of each group. So obviously, the way the process was to select these groups, teams actually picked who they wanted out of their group and who they want, not that they pick who they wanted in their group, but they basically sent teams away. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this, and I'll kind of start with JT on this one. JT, what's your thoughts on like the format of this tournament? The fact that like teams had a choice to like pick who's not in their group. You know what I mean? Kind of send teams to other groups. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Is like are teams like showing they're that they're scared, or are they showing strategy? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
From a viewer standpoint, it's scary. You're ducking. But from a former player standpoint, it's smart because everything matters. So it's like you can say, oh, I want all the smoke, but let's be honest. You don't want all the smoke when it comes to winning money. You'll take as free of a bag as you could get. Now, if you play the smoke, you know what I'm saying, you won't run from it. But if you could choose to not play the best until later on down the road, anything possible, find a way to pave the easiest road possible, you're going to take that because this tourney matters. It's not just some tourney. If you win it, you potentially clinch your spot in the playoffs. So that's huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Jack, what is your thoughts on this whole format for this tournament? Like that you could, would you pick the good teams to be on your side, or would you send the bad teams like away? Like again, do you want that? Do you want the good teams, or do you want the bad teams early?
I want the bad teams early for sure. So I don't quite understand how that worked. So every team could choose a team that they did not want.
I had no idea.
Okay. So T-Wolves Gaming had one of the first picks in the Western Conference. So they sent the Warriors to go over into Group B. After that, the Pacers sent the Jazz over to Group A. And then the Warriors were up next to pick, and they picked the Pistons to go over, and then the Jazz sent the Kings over. So basically, like if you get like a team so the way they did it, so like T Wolves and Pacers were 1 and 2 seed last year, right? So that's why they got the first pick. But once you got picked to like go somewhere, then you got a pick to send someone over to the other side. So basically, against
This is just for tip off.
yeah, this is for tip off. But it's a new format. Shout out to Brad for this. He actually created this. But it basically makes it to where like teams can't complain about like, oh, like you guys put me in a bad group. Like no, like you essentially in a way like you picked your group but you didn't. You just basically sent like a team away from you that you didn't want to face in a way. Or like again, it's a strategic thing. Like setting the Warriors like that group B. Like I think a lot of us can agree, based off of rosters. The group B is kind of like the group of death in a way. But I just kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on that, like on this format, like of teams just sending teams over to kind of. Is it like ducking, dodging? Is it strategic? Like, what are your thoughts on the process overall, Jack?
Yeah, so I think it reminds me a little bit of the Turn tournament, and thinking back on the Turn last year, I wish that we did things differently. It's actually my fault, but I think like you kind of live with the strategy or the decisions you make on like the back end, and I think that's a cool component of the tournament in itself. But I mean, if the option's there, yeah, I mean, there's obviously, I think more than ducking, more than anything, it's like it just comes down to matchups, and there's obviously some people that there's enough respect where like you just don't want to play them first. I think there's also like something cool about playing a team when there's a little more stake on the line. I think there's more of there's more value to that game, like just from like a competitive standpoint. I think you play somebody in the first round who you should probably be playing in the finals. It's like, it's not that it doesn't have a finals feel. So I think that's really cool. I think I like that a lot. I wish there was more. I wish they did more publicizing with that. I think that would have been a cool.
They did a video on it on YouTube, showing the actual draft. Like you can actually, if you go on the 2K League YouTube channel, it has a video of the GMs actually talking on there, talking about why they're sending teams over to where.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't think it's ducking. I think that's part of the game. Mm-hmm. It's the same way like in the NBA. Like teams will lose games in any sport, right? Like teams will lose games to get in a certain position for playoffs. Like you don't want to play. Mm-hmm. You're not trying to play the top dog first round. Nobody wants to do that. It's just not. It's not how things work. So yeah, I think it's a cool addition. All for it, and I didn't know about that though.
Yeah, it is a very interesting system. I don't think it was publicized very well.
There's no downside to that.
No, it's great. But Sherm, what is your thoughts on this process? Like, is there like anything that like you don't like or you really like? What's your thoughts on it?
No, I can't say I dislike anything about this. I like the idea. I wish it was kind of like it was last year, or we got this last year. But, I mean, you can say it's ducking. Like people can say it's ducking, but like it's strategy, right? Like if I'm the Hornet, like let's say I'm on the Hornets last year, like I don't want to see the Wizards until like we win a few rounds and we get the ball wrong, get hot. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's all about strategy. I like the idea.
Yeah, for sure. So. Before we start picking people for groups, I need to know, in your guys' opinion, and I'll start here with Sherm, what group, in your guys' opinion, is the group of death? And, for me, I already have mine, but I kind of want to hear from you guys. Sherm, you go first.
Well, I mean, it's tough for me to say because, like, I feel like a lot of people are sitting, like, one game or sitting out. Like, I lost track of everybody who's
so, all right, so I'll explain. I know basically everybody that's sitting out a game. So Miles sitting out. So Idris is replacing Miles for the Kings for a game. The Ducks Gaming has Mario, who's gone. So Polo is in for them. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know if Polo. I think it's Polo for that team. So they don't have Mario. So I'm pretty sure Polo's in for them. Let me see who else. Jazz have Merc at power forward, replacing Compete for a game. So it's only for one game. Cavs don't have Bash. So Bash is replaced by Seldom because Bash is still like has something going on, so he's not in. Hezi Cap is suspended for 2 games. So I'm pretty sure Timely Cook is in for them, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the Heat, now Heat are good. Celtics are good. Wizards. Hornets, obviously, the situation with Rigby. Glenn is there. Um, so Glenn's at shooting guard for over Rigby. Um, Nets have all their guys. Raptors are good. I'm trying. I don't know anybody else off the top of my head, but that is kind of like the gist of like people who are in and out at this point. So
Gotcha.
so.
I mean, in my opinion, like I'm thinking A or B right now.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, C could be tough. I don't know what to expect. I haven't been keeping too much track. I know the T-Wolves are gonna be good. The Jazz are gonna be good. Pistons are gonna be really good.
so if you guys
I don't know
don't,
what they expect from the Lakers. Lakers could be really good.
these are
I mean,
actually
they
the
can come out.
rosters. I'll actually put it in the Discord for you guys. If you guys haven't seen the rosters here, I got you. I got you guys. I'll share the screen real quick for you guys, so you guys can kind of have an idea to see what the rosters are looking like at this point. So in the Discord right now, there's actually a shared link for you guys to see. So this is the Eastern Conference rosters. So basically, you have the Sixers looking like one of the better teams over here. Again,
Where'd you put
obviously,
that link at?
it's
I
it's
just see the
it's
part
it's
that.
it's inside of the. If you go in Discord and go to where the voice chat is, ESGN Live, click it. There's a video of literally of like me live streaming inside of the Discord of the roster.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. So this is the East. I actually try to send pictures so you guys can have it like with you, so you can see it while I'm actually talking over this, so I can go back to the other screen. So I'll send it in the Discord for you guys so you can see it. Just give me 5 seconds so then I can send it. And then Western Conference, I'll just put it in the chat for you guys so you guys can actually see rosters. Let's see. I'm gonna
Mine is Group B.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the. Let me just upload 2 images for you guys so you guys can see this. Um, I mean, based off of like based off in my opinion, it's definitely gonna be Group B, and I'll explain. I'll kind of break down the rosters for you guys. A lot of people have been kind of saying Group B. Some people say Group C. Um, Distracted. No. Let me see if I can send this in for you guys so you can see this. I forgot. You guys see the rosters. Oh, here it is. All right. So if you guys look inside of the Find Teammates on Xbox chat, I actually just put the Eastern Conference for you guys so you can see it, and I'm putting the Western Conference now for you guys, so you can just look at East and West. So this is the rosters. Again, there's been roster changes. So like I said, Jazz Gaming has Merkin for like a game. Like compete and Miles are only out for 1 game. I don't know how much of an impact that can make. Obviously, they're both power forwards, but they're both missing Miles compete for Kings and Jazz. Those players are out for 1 game. For the Eastern Conference, Hezi, the lockdown from Gen G, is out for 2 games and is replaced by Timely, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to think anybody else. What's his name? Cavs, they don't have Bash, so he's replaced by Seldom for the tournament entirely. Um,
Alright.
Other than that, I don't think anyone else off the top of my head is like has anyone stepped in. I might be wrong about that, but for the most part, this is like other than Mario. Also, I think Mario has Polo there that's replacing him. But yeah, but that's basically the rosters. Appreciate the sub, Giants fan. But going back to, I'll kind of break down the groups. So, TLS Gaming, again, you have that team. I think most people know that roster. You have Bear, Kai, Shifty, DJ, and Slaughter. Again, that's a good team. You have Jazz Gaming, who has Splash, Jen. They have Merc, who's going to be a power forward for a game. A Lockdown, they obviously have Follow, and center, they have Rhea. Um, Piston GT, you have Radiant EG, Bag Motion, who's been great in scrims. Power forward, Charger, and center Ramo. Blazers have Bucket and Unguardable. Randoms at lock, and then Rob at center and Brett at power forward. Cavs have what do you call it? They have Seldom at PG. I have to bring it up in front of me because even I'm forgetting these rosters. They have so the Cavs, they have Seldom at PG, Jiden, Rim, Oreo, Fakey. Lakers have Reg, Reese, Tactic, Green Too Nice and Crazy. Pacers, again, the Pacers have Vandy and 630, Wolf, Lav, Jomar. Warriors have CB13, Antoine, Radiant, Chaos, and Kezi. Kingsguard Gaming has Mama, Antseason, Crush. Miles is out for a game, so he's replaced by who did I say? I forgot.
Idris.
Idris, yeah, Idris. And then they have Walnut at center. Bucks have their full lineup, so Cooks, Johnny, Dawsik, Cease, Plondo. Mavs have their full lineup, so Kenny, Symptom, Zay, Legit, Sick. Then Ducks Gaming has Seam, Killy, Majestic, Beezus, and I'm pretty sure it's Polo replacing Mario. Wizards have their full lineup, so Wizards have Taya, Shian, B-Reg, Awkward, Nudini, Dave Fry. Sixers have Dre, Reed, Eli, DT, and Yusuf. They have their full lineup. The Hawks have C's, Witness, Swan, Putback, Hotshot. Celtics have their full lineup: FT, Trey Dallas, Tazo, Bully, Cole. Heat have their full lineup: Sav, D-Smooth, Future, Dietrich, Saucy. Gen G has Gallo, DJ, Timely Cook and replacement for Hezi for 2 games. Dawn and Feast. Hornets Venom has King Hod, Glenn Ratty at shooting guard, Icy, Crown, DJ Money. Nets have He Got Game, Fai, Streets, Steez, and Shots. Raptors have Fanta, Kenny, Saint, Type, Dimes. Knicks have Duck, Malik, Stick, Carey, and Glow, so their roster's fine. Grizzlies have BP, J Rod, Authentic, Spartan, and J Money. Ignore that lineup that I have there because J Rod's at lock. But then Magic have their lineup: No Cap, Snubby, Maddie, May, and Rain. So these teams, again, there's some things that might not be exact on the lineups, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate to what I've gotten information with. But based off of what you guys are seeing, and I'll start, Sherm, in your opinion, based on these groups, based off of maybe just going off paper in a way, what team looks like the group of death to you?
Yeah, I have to go with B, just because I'm excited to see what the Pacers do with Vandy at 630. I think they have a ton of potential. If they get things going on the same page, I think they're going to be tough. The Warriors, I think they have to be the favorite to win it all. I mean, they got the same exact roster back, and they just look. I mean, they were good last year. I only expect them to get better. The Kings, their roster is pretty deep. The Bucks, I've heard good things about the Bucks. So I think the Bucks might be a sneaky team. They might come out and upset one of these top 3 teams right here. But I think Pacers, Warriors might be the top 2 teams in the West, and then the Kings might be right behind them. So I'm not counting out the T-Wolves or the Jazz, but we could see these top 3 being the top 3 in the West.
No, I mean, I definitely agree. Jack, I know that you've obviously been busy with Blockhead and all that stuff, but in your opinion, if you look at these groups, is there any group of death at this point, in your opinion, just based off of maybe pre-existing stuff that you've seen in the league?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to go with B. I like that Kings team a lot. Like that Warriors team a lot. I don't really know what to think of the Pacers. I've heard the Bucks are good. The Mavs could be good. Obviously don't know too much. Ducks, I think is probably a wild card, but I think all those teams, have a bit of a spark to them. So I don't think there's any team that you can really count out there. And I'm excited to see them play. Obviously I think the 2 favorites at that group are the Warriors and the Kings. Maybe sprinkle the Bucks in there. I like the Bucks over the Pacers, for what it's worth. But I'm going with Group B, 100%.
JT, what about you?
Same. I feel like the only question mark in that group I had was Dukes. or Ducks, whatever. And I hear in scrims they've been really good, shockingly. So if the one question mark is really good, how aren't they the group of death, to be honest, especially with the Warriors and the Kings and the Pacers and the Bucks. Mavs and Dukes being the two teams who would probably miss out, but they're also still two teams that could easily steal a spot. So yeah, they're the group of death by far.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I definitely agree. I think that they're originally my group of death, kind of my prediction, for group of death. So next thing we're going to move on to is your guys' group predictions. So first up is going to be Sherm. So if you don't know Sherm, 4 teams make it out of group play in each group. So it's pretty easy in a way to make it out of group play. So based off of, you have T-Wolves, Jazz, Pistons, Blazers, Cavs, Lakers. Out of those 6 teams, what 4 teams do you see making it out of group play? But it's only best of 1, so they only play each other 1 time.
Oh, it is best of 1?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
5
Oh,
games.
so correct me if I'm wrong. In Indiana, there's 16 teams.
Well, there might be 14, 12 or something like that. But yeah, no, like, so they're
Well, I mean, there has to be a break. It's 8 or
yeah,
16.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so they play online.
I'm saying if 4 make it out of each group, I thought 2 make it out of each group, and there's Elite 8.
No. 4 make it out of each group. So it's
Okay.
according to the coaches, it's going to be 4 out of each group. So you'll have 4 out of each group. Then they go to bracket play.
And that's virtual, and then the Elite 8 is in Indiana?
Yeah, so like it's gonna
Okay,
be
that makes sense.
So because there's so like it's, I'm pretty sure, no, I think all bracket plays in person actually, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to double check that. I'll double check that on the website. But yeah,
I don't think so, but I'll look. Hold on,
Yeah.
I can check right now.
it's on the NBA 2K League website from what I remember. But yeah, if that's the case, yeah, that's a lot of teams. But at the same time, this is 5v5. Like 3v3, I know that if they make it out of group play, then as long as they get to bracket play, they're in person. So like, I mean,
Yeah, bracket plays in person. 2
Yeah.
weeks remote, then 1 week in person.
And it's, JT, is it 8 or 16 in the bracket?
it's gonna be, well, no, the coaches told me that it's 4 from each group, so that's gonna be 16. So it would have to be 16.
Jeez.
16
That's tough.
teams go to Indy?
16.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, but 10 are already there. Well,
Yeah,
technically, so it's not.
there's
the
basically
most.
teams already there. It's just getting the teams that like aren't there. So like a lot of the East Coast teams, every West Coast team is there except the Blazers.
Okay.
So every
Makes
team,
sense.
like that's the only team that's not in Indy. Like they're the only team that's going to be playing on a different server probably compared to most people. But yeah, and
The Mavs are in Indy?
the Mavs are the Mavs are no, they're in Dallas. The Mavs are
The Bucks are in Milwaukee, right?
yeah. So yeah, no, there's certain teams like in the middle that are, like stayed. Like obviously the Cavs, I'm pretty sure stayed. Pistons, I'm pretty sure stayed. I might be wrong on that one.
Pistons are in Indiana.
Yeah, but no, most of it was just basically every team that's in the West Coast is there except the Blazers. Every other team is in Indianapolis that's in the West Coast. But anyway, looking at Group A, Sherm, you have T-Wolves, Jazz, Pistons, Blazers, Cavs, Lakers. In your opinion, what 4 teams do you see making it out of group play?
I'm gonna take the T-Wolves, Jazz, Pistons. I'm gonna go Lakers because I think the Blazers need time to figure out who they are, and the Cavs are missing. They're missing Bash. I mean, they just traded for Bash, now they're missing him. So I think they'll be off to a slow start. I think those 4 teams will be coming out of that bracket right there.
So the Lakers are that 4th team. Why?
Yeah.
Do you just feel like, is it just based off of the Cavs not having Bash? If the Cavs had Bash, would you put them over the Lakers?
I don't know. I think the Lakers will be pretty good. I'm pretty sure it should be. I don't know what to expect, man. Like I've been trying to keep up. I mean, the Cavs had some late picks, right? I mean, not that their team's bad or anything, but I think Lakers have some potential with crazy. They got Reese. I mean, they got the pieces to do it. They just have to, figure it out.
No, listen, you're not wrong. Again, it's definitely a team that has a lot of potential, a lot of talent. It's just seeing if the talent works, right? So going to Jack with Group B. So Group B, again, this is like the group of death. You have 630 and Vandy. Obviously, the rest of that Pacers team is still the same roster. You have the same Warriors team from last year. You have a Kings team that has Mama and Walnut on it, plus Crush. You have Miles, who's out for one game, but he'll be back. And then at shooting guard, you have Ant Season. Um, Bucks have Cooks Iverson, Johnny Red. They have Dawsix at lock, power forward is Cease, and center is Plondo. Mavs have Jerry and Jake at the power forward and center. PG and shooting guard is Kenny Zeus and my God, I'm drawing a blank. Kenny Zeus and
Symptoms.
Yeah, Symptoms. And at lock they have Zay. And then Deuce Gaming has Killy, Demo, Majestic, Beezus, and Polo. Out of this group, Jack, what 4 teams do you see making it through to group play?
So I think right away I'm checking off the Warriors and the Kings. I think in terms of the last two, I like the Bucks as well. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call a dark horse here and say, let me think about this.
What's the hesitation?
You know what? I don't. The hesitation comes from I don't know how good Kenny Zeus is. I like that Mavs team though. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Kenny Zeus play.
So you're adding so it's Warriors, Bucks.
The Bucks are the third team.
Okay.
I'm debating on putting the Mavs above the Pacers. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know how much poise their backcourt has. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I don't know if they're gonna throw the game or not. That could very well happen. I also think that could happen on the Pacers. As crazy as that sounds, I think it's early. I don't know what the 630 Vandy dynamic is. Like they're both scorers. I think it could get stagnant. The other team could run the break a lot. I don't know. The thing is, I haven't seen. I think once we see the first how teams are scoring and what it's looking like, I'll be able to obviously tell better. But I think this is what's cool about predicting this now. I'm going Ducks. Give me Ducks as the 4th team.
Holy damn!
I think that's crazy.
I mean,
I don't know what to expect. So
I mean, it might. The thing is,
I like Seam. 100%. I like Seam a lot. I think Killy. I don't think Vandy and 630 played retail. I think Kenny Zeus and Symptoms are just young right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they have a real leader on that team. Six gonna have to really step up. And if he does, he does. But right now, I like Beezus. I like Seam.
What's
wrong
with the
Majestic.
Pacers?
The Pacers, I don't know how much fight the Pacers have in them.
I mean, they were a team last year that was the 2nd seed, and they basically have everyone back, and they add Vandy.
Yeah, but 630 was really, really good last year, and quite frankly, last year they didn't have a ton of fight, And I think taking 630 off the 1 is it's a lot of pressure on Vandy, and there's a lot of room for excuses there, just in that whole dynamic. And I think that's something that could hurt them early without their identity if things start going wrong. So I don't know. I'm trying to just be as unbiased as possible and say that's my fear with the Pacers. My fear with the Mavs is the youth in their backcourt. My fear with Ducks is they need somebody to really Ducks doesn't have an X factor to me. They don't have a player who I'm he's that guy, but they're young. I think Killy's, it's his first full year in the league. Seems at the 1. Beezus is good. Majestic's good, but Majestic's been a real role player. He's going to need to step up and be a top lock if they want to do something. And then Mario, he has a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
A lot to prove.
Yeah.
So.
No, listen. It's definitely interesting seeing your thoughts on Pacers gaming. Again, I mean, I mean, I get the hesitation. Obviously, it's a huge adjustment having Vandy at the PG position and putting having 630 at shooting guard. I mean, 630 did originally come into the league at he was a shooting guard for a long time. Obviously, he had to go
Nah,
PG.
630's tough though. Like, I don't know. I'm not betting on that, but that's my prediction.
No,
I'm not betting in general. But like, I wouldn't put money on this group for that third guy, for that fourth guy. I like those three. Those three, you could lock those in. Ducks is my dark horse, and that's who I'm going with tentatively.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to Group D, and I'll do my group last for C. JT, for Group D, you got Hornets, Nets, Raptors, Knicks, Grizz, Magic.
Wait. No way you just G me out the best group.
You want
got
C?
D.
Wait, you want C?
Yeah.
You want C? I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
You got C.
Nice and easy. Wizards, Sixers, Hawks, Gen G. Nice and easy, nice and quick.
Wizards, Sixers, Hawks, Gen G.
Celtics.
Who's the Celtics point guard?
FT still. Yeah. It's the same. It's basically the same Celtics team plus Trey Dallas.
I like my guy FT, man. I don't know.
I do too, but I've been hearing this scrimmage. My offense been real, but we gonna see.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, but
what about the Heat? What have you guys heard about the Heat?
I heard they were getting bullied.
Really?
Yeah,
I've been hearing there's a lot of going on, so we just gotta wait and see. Like, of course, I could be wrong, but like you said, we predicting here.
I think that Hawks pick is scary.
Why is the Hawks?
The Hawks gonna be so tough, so tough.
Nah, how though? How?
Like
they don't have an elite lock.
That's it though. They're good.
I wouldn't say Hot Shot's an elite center. I would say he's solid. I mean, he's all right. Not elite center.
He's not elite, but he's
not elite center. Like, well, just call it a spade a spade. He's not elite center. They don't have an elite point guard. So, like, who's gonna pick up the slack when the tough gets going for that Hawks team? Like, you think C's and Witness are just gonna come down bopping things every possession, like 2-point game, with 5 minutes left in the fourth, and they're just cooking up.
When those two are in their bag,
yeah, but that's not how you look at it. That's not how you. That's not a good team is as good as they are at their worst moments. Like, you can't.
When the Hawks, I think if things get bad with the Hawks, I think it's gonna go horrible. I think we could see like something like last year again. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I think they have a better morale than last year for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't want to count them out like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying off the bat the Hawks are going to be great. Like, there's no way I think you could say that. They got a lot to prove.
Gen G and Wizards being the best teams in the group.
Yeah, I agree. I like Wizards and Gen G for sure.
Like, I think Hawks will be the worst team out of the four, but I'm just saying, like, I like.
But you looked at Group C, you were like, give me the easy bracket. Like, I'm not. Like, I think
you're about to make
Celtics, Heat, and Hawks are pretty much a toss up. No. Like, I think Tazo and Trey Dallas are playing good defense up top.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you're not just yeah. They got to score, but like, how these games go. Like, stuff happens. People score. It's like you get down, then it could be, it could be a ripple effect.
It's facts.
So
defense is important, man.
So moving on to this last group, and I'll kind of we can all kind of collectively do this group together. So my choice personally for this class group, I would go Nets, Raptors, Knicks, Magic. So I don't think the Hornets are going to be able to do it with Glenn and like the whole situation after losing Rigby. I felt like it's a huge blow to that team. Not saying Glenn isn't good enough, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I've been hearing bad things out of the Hornets and the Grizz. So Magic are a little rough too, but I feel like they're gonna they could be like the team fighting it with the Hornets and Grizz for that last spot. But I feel like the Magic are a little better, but I might be wrong on that end. I just want to get your thoughts, from you guys. The Nets, they have. It seems like Shots is looking like an MVP candidate the way he's been playing. Again, it's only scrims. Raptors have been a little rough from what the rumors have been saying. Knicks, I mean, it's the same roster from last year basically, but they add Stick. and I think they had.
I think the Raptors are going to compete well. Like Type, Saint, Kenny. Who's their Fana? Who's their last guy? Dimes. Yeah, like that team's going to compete well. Like they're not going to give up. They're going to compete well. I like the Raptors. I like the Knicks. Top two, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Nets, Steez, Shots, Mean Streets, FaZe. I think that team's going to be solid. They're going to score. FaZe is going to score. That kid, he got game, just has to be, serviceable. And I think he will be.
Thumbs up, medium,
Yeah, 100%. I think FaZe is an elite shooting guard. FaZe, I think he's learned a lot. I think they're going to have like a good morale. I think they can make it out that group. I think the Magic are solid. The Magic, they got to show up. I think the Hornets can beat the Magic. I think the Grizzlies don't beat the Magic.
What's the worst team?
I also think the Magic beat the Raptors.
You think the Magic beat the Raptors?
Yeah.
So if you were to rank this group, like best team, the worst team in this group,
it's matchups. The best team's the Knicks.
Bracket. This is a really tough bracket. This is like the grittiest bracket.
Like the thing with the Magic and the Raptors, I think they're gonna have like the Magic are gonna be ready. They're gonna have a good game plan. They're gonna come in like I feel like that team is like Maddie's playing lock. Like they're experienced. They know what to expect. I know Cap's pretty level headed. They're gonna come in with a real plan. And I think they're gonna have rotations down, and if Fana's ready for that, Fana's ready for that. But I don't think you can say Fana's just ready for that right away. And I think that team is another team like big highs and then big lows. But I think the Raptors, regardless, will still compete. But I think that's a potential upset.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Hornets. Who's their team? Who's their power forward?
Crown.
Or who's their center then?
DJ.
Trust DJ Money.
Yeah, trust DJ Money.
I think this Hornets team.
I think that team needs Sherman Rigby, man. That's what I think. I don't think they're bad, but I think Sherman Rigby would help a ton.
Yeah, I think this season's gonna be really tough on defense again.
But Glenn could be solid. And I don't know the point guard that well, but I think they're gonna be they're gonna icy. I know is good for a couple bops a game from that other point guard.
From my perspective, I think they'll be a lottery team. It'll be a bottom 5 team.
It's not a lottery. They're getting Sherm back.
Yeah, they're gonna take Jack. No, they're gonna bring Jack. Sherm, they need you, Sherm.
Hey man.
Listen, Wes has got some fresh wings and everything made for you, bro. He's
bullshit.
I think the Hornets are definitely going to compete, though. They're not giving up. They all got a lot to prove. I think that helps.
So we kind of talked about this in the spaces. Glenn, this is kind of like his second chance, right? Coming back, because he went undrafted. He got picked up as a replacement player for Rigby. It's an unfortunate situation because he's put into a very, very hard circumstance.
What is the time frame with Rigby coming back?
We don't know.
Would they keep Rigby and replace the is Glenn a part of their team now where they have the ability to replace Hod?
Glenn, no. So Hod has to stay. It'd be Glenn. If Rigby comes back, Glenn's gone.
Okay.
So no matter what, that's how it would go.
Sherm, can we get a time check with that? Or is that classified? Yeah. The season, is he coming back?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, not for you. Yeah, I asked him. He didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's thinking. So.
Okay. Well, I think Glenn I think they're gonna come. Like I said, they both have a lot to prove. I think this is definitely a league where if you play, you have a lot to prove. You practice, you got a lot to prove. You're not in a bad spot. And I think the template, we've seen enough 2K over the past 3 years where it's been people know kind of what to do. You got to have rotations. You got to, have a couple sets on offense and then may the best man win. But I think teams are going to be a lot more prepared coming in this year than they were last year. I don't think you can really count anyone out. I think Crown and Glenn are definitely working hard. I see. I know they really want it. So I'm really interested to see this group play out.
Jack, what's your thoughts on the Grizz?
Like when I think of the Grizzlies, I just don't think. I just like where is their core, right? Like that, they don't
So you got
seem
BP,
like
man.
they have a real core. BP, if BP should core, then BP should core. But like he's got a lot to prove then if he's going to be the core. And I'm not saying he can't do it, but that's like my fear with the Grizzlies. They don't have like their fight is going to be limited, and they don't have much talent. Who's their team? Authentic African, Spartan, BP. Who's their shooting guard?
J Money or J Rod.
It's J Money. No,
J Money.
J
Yeah.
Money.
Like,
No, so J Rod's going to lock from what's being speculated. J Rod's at lock. Shooting guard is going to be J Money.
has J Rod played the game?
No.
No.
So why is he playing lock? Like, what are they doing? Why isn't J Money at lock? J Rod's at the sharp,
Why did they take him?
and BP just does his thing. Like that seems way more like that would work.
Say, listen, if they would have taken Dan Davis, it would have made sense. All right, they should have took my guy Dan. All right, but anyway, no.
I think the Grizzlies are going to be terrible. That's what I think. But I don't like. That's what that's just like if I'm looking at the team, they just don't seem like they're ready.
On paper, they're a big bag.
Yeah, on paper they're terrible.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think the Grizz are going to struggle, and they're going to go through a ton of different lineups. Like Spartan might end up playing point guard. Like I think they're just going to try to figure things
Harden
out.
at the one, BP at the two.
I mean, who knows this thing, man?
Yeah.
If BP struggles and they're going to go to J Money, and when he struggles, then it's like, now what? They're going to try to make a late season push.
Well, they gotta go. They gotta live with BP for sure. I don't even think it's gonna be BP's fault. I just don't think they're like any of their team has played the game, and that hurts. Like that doesn't.
That's crazy, dude.
That's not a good feeling coming into the game thinking like, "Yo, I don't even know if my team knows how to shoot blinders." Like how my team was thinking of me last year when the game first started.
Yeah.
They were mad,
Dude,
and like if there was 4 of that, I couldn't imagine.
dude, that's bad, bro.
Like it's tough. It's really tough to practice when you're not even practicing like strategizing. Like you're practicing how to learn the game.
If you were to say the bottom worst, like so, bottom 5 teams in the league, it seems like the Grizz are one of them to you, Jack.
The Grizzlies are one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, bro.
You're saying the bottom 5 teams in the league right now?
Yeah, bottom 5 teams in the league.
Like this is before the game started. All right.
I feel bad, man. I got too many friends in the league now. No, I'm just kidding. I hope they hear this and they clip me and they tag me. I got Grizzlies bad. I think who's the cat? I think the Cavs. They're gonna have trouble, man, because they have 3 centers. And there's 1 center spot. And I think Magic are a toss up. Like they have a lot to prove.
With the Blazers.
I like the thing with the Blazers is like I feel like they're on thin ice, like in terms of their willingness to like fight through this season. Like I feel like I know how Randoms is. Like he's if they're gonna be good, he's gonna lock in. If they're not, it's gonna be whatever. He'll coast.
He'll coast.
And then that's a scary thing. But they got 2 rookie guards. Who's it? Bucket and Unguardable. Who's at the 1?
That's a good.
I've been hearing Bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket. I don't like Bucket at the 1.
So
I don't think. I don't like that team, honestly. I don't think they're gonna be that good. Who's their center?
It's Rob.
They might be all right. I don't know. I think Bucket has to learn how to like manage a game, or they're gonna be terrible. And I don't know if he I don't think did he play the game? Did he play retail?
Yeah, he played a lot.
Yeah, he was good.
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh did too.
Yeah. So
Unguardable. I know is tough.
So
for
Blazers, Cavs, Grizz.
sure. Blazers, Cavs, Grizz, Magic, low key. Who's the maybe the Heat, dude.
Really?
I don't know. Like I don't know if Sav's has Sav played as their who's their center? Saucy, I guess he's all right.
I think it comes down to Sav.
They're just like and that's another team where if they have a they gotta lock in, dude. Like they're not. I have a feeling they're not that locked in, but I don't know.
Gotta find a way to get Beast move the ball a lot. and they'll be
Yeah,
out.
but Sav, like honestly, in all these years, like Sav's been able to use his sharp for sure, and he's like an unpredictable passer for what it's worth. And I think like if they gotta find their rhythm down the stretch of games. If they can close games, I think they're gonna be solid. Because I think Dietrich's good, he'll buy in, and then Future's good. I actually don't mind that Heat team. I don't think the Heat's the worst team at all, or top 5 worst team.
So let me ask
I'm going Hawks before the Heat.
Let me ask you guys this. So
Yeah.
your prediction to win the tip-off tournament, who do you have? I'm gonna start with you, Sherm. Who do you have winning the tip-off tournament?
You said me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Warriors just because they're bringing everybody back. I think it's kind of the boring answer, but it's like, I mean, it's the beginning of the year, everyone's trying to figure themselves out, and I think the Warriors know each other. They got their squad back, so I think they're one of the favorites.
So you have Warriors as your tip-off champions for season 5.
Is this to complete the banner for them?
I think it does because they got a churn. No,
They don't have a chip.
They don't have a chip, of course, but they didn't. Yeah, that would complete a banner for them. They would actually have a full banner because they got a tick. Because they had a ticket and they had the churn. So yeah, no, that would be the first time. Like I think they'd be the first org to complete a banner.
Yeah, they would be.
Jack, what team do you see winning the tip-off tournament?
I like the Kings.
You like the Kings. Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to agree with you too, Jack. I actually picked the Kings in the what do you call it, in the bases earlier. So I'll go with you as well with Kings. JT, winner of the tip-off tournament. Who do you got?
One of my winners was the Kings, but
Oh.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go Gen G.
Gen G. Why?
I'm taking the Wizards over Gen G.
Really? Why is that?
That's not bad. That's not bad, to be honest.
Because
Not
they
bad at
have 4 people back, and they're gonna compete well. They're gonna be ready for Gen G's. I assume a guard oriented team. Who's the team? Gallo, DJ, Hezzy. I don't know. That team's good actually. That team's solid. But I feel like Hezzy, you kind of pick on him.
Who's like your
They're vulnerable, man. They're not proven. And that kid Hezzy's a stage lock. I feel like it's pretty easy to abuse stage locks.
So what is a sleeper team in your opinion that could take this tournament? Like a team that out of nowhere we just did not expect to take this tournament. Or at least realistic. Make it realistic. I'll start with who wants to start this one? JT, do you want to start this one?
What was the question? You said sleeper?
Yeah, a sleeper team that could kind of like a Cinderella story type thing, that could just win this tournament. Not too far fetched. Don't go too far. Don't say Grizz Gaming. You know what I mean?
I'll probably be off acid if I said that. Let's see. Let me look at these rosters real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can go. I'm gonna go Philly.
Pick mine.
That's a good sleeper.
I go Philly.
Are they too good?
That's a really, really good sleeper. That really fits the description.
Yeah, I'm going Philly.
They've won the tip off. A lot of people have been saying Bucks.
Bucks. I like the Bucks. I think the Bucks are good actually.
Yeah, they can be.
I don't think they win it though. They gotta drop their.
They don't got enough grit, do they?
They don't got enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they do. But I don't like the Bucks. I like the.
Wait, is it? Sorry to cut you off. Is it strictly Western versus will be an Easter bracket?
So West plays one side. West and East meet at the championship for the tip off.
So I mean, the Bucks come out
For all
West.
tournaments, it's like that.
Yeah, they gotta go to a gauntlet. I mean, there's a lot of top teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's tough. The East is
an East
open.
team might sneak by and then end up upsetting someone from the West, but it could be Philly in my opinion.
So
I don't know who else.
So Gen G, yeah. No, I definitely could see that. So I want to ask you guys because it's a little bit.
I heard Gen G's the best team right now, though.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely been a lot.
Are they a sleeper?
I don't know, man, because I mean,
I actually heard if Gen G doesn't win, they're like total scrim warriors. They're beating everybody.
To me, if Gen G won, they're a sleeper to me because I don't.
No,
really,
they're a sleeper to me too. 100%. I was just kind of creating conversation. But I don't think they're gonna win. I think the Sixers have a better chance than Gen G.
Really. So
Definitely have them prepared.
So who do you think is gonna based off of? There's only 3 tournaments this year. We're talking about people who are the best at playing money at this point. Every tournament is money. So who do you guys think is gonna win Rookie of the Year this year? And this is because it's only tournaments. It's not you get those regular season games. It's all tournaments.
It's Cook's a rookie.
Yeah, the Rookie of the Year. So who? Cook's now. Cook's not a rookie. He's not considered a rookie.
Gallo.
I feel like you got to go with Gallo.
If his team performs, I mean, they're good, and he's probably gonna put up all the numbers. So
Yo, Gallo's tough, right?
yeah, it's gotta be Gallo.
Everyone's saying Gallo's so tough.
Gallo.
I actually can't wait to watch.
I mean, what other rookie point guards are there?
There's not.
I'll name some.
No Cap, he got game. Fana,
Yeah.
Odd. I guess there is a pretty good amount.
And then on the Western Conference, you got Kenny.
Those kids aren't like Gallo. I've seen Gallo play.
You got Kenny. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Kenny Zeus.
Yeah, I think Gallo just has a great year.
Johnny Red break out at shooting guard.
Nah, he's not. The thing with Johnny Red is he's not good enough at defense, and that's the big thing about shooting guards.
Yeah.
Is Rookie of the Year only possible for a PG?
For what? Point guards?
Yeah, is it only possible to
No, not with shooting guards guarding up top now.
So what other position could win Rookie of the Year besides just a point guard?
Can you go back to rosters?
Yeah, I got you. Hang on.
Well, I mean, I was thinking center, but what is there? One rookie center?
Yeah, it's Rain and DJ Money. So what about
you know who I heard was tough? What stick?
I heard there's a couple of locks that have been pretty tough, like bag motion.
Bag motion? Yeah, I love bag motion.
Mm-hmm.
Tate got game.
Tate. Oh my god. Tate got game.
I haven't really seen Tate got game that much. I don't think he was the rookie of the year.
I don't see him as rookie of the year, but he's good though.
What about Ansi? What about Ansi?
Yeah, I like it. I think Ansi could win it.
So
he's got defense.
He's
gonna be good. He's gonna play well.
I'm gonna put Ansi's in his mind. I mean, you guys will have Gallo again. I have a board up right now.
No, I like that one.
The thing with Ant is with the Kings, they're gonna play defense, so he's gonna be on the break a lot. So
and he's good on the break, and he's smart, and he's gonna make plays.
Mm-hmm. JT, do you have Gallo, or who do you have as your rookie of the year?
Yeah, I have Gallo. I just don't know if anybody comes close. Besides Ant, let me
ask you this, guys. There's money on the line this year for awards. Does that impact the award as well? How much does that impact it?
Now what?
Now, if you win Rookie of the Year, you get money.
Oh yeah, I saw that, man. That's crazy. MVP gets 15 racks. That's a lot.
Yeah, actually,
definitely a lot. That's a
somebody's playing for stats.
Yes.
They try to get that shit.
We having a bad year.
Yeah, right.
Some kids just are gonna want it regardless, and then with the money, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, actually, let me find the tweet. I have it laid out. That money is crazy. I think it's $7,500 for Rookie of the Year.
First team, second team. This is crazy.
I don't know if they have money for first team or second team. I think it's only
just individual awards.
Yeah, it's individual. So it's Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player
of the Year.
Is
the coach getting paid?
Yeah, Coach of the Year.
Oh,
so tough for Pat. It's gonna be tough to win it back to back.
They're not gonna let him win it back to back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The system's tough to win it back to back.
So this is the layout. It's 15,000 MVP, Defensive Player of the Year 7,500, Rookie of the Year 7,500, Coach of the Year 5,000, Most Improved $5,000.
For most improved?
Yeah. So if you
give it to Brandon.
Give it to Brandon.
No, Brandon. Nah. I heard Brandon's just going crazy, but I don't think you could call him most improved because he kind of won us the finals. So I would have given him most improved. I think he's a good one.
So who do you think is going to win Defensive Player of the Year? like an overall defensive player? Is he going to be a lock, center? Who do you guys think it's going to be?
Who won it last year?
Awkward.
Yeah, right. Awkward.
I think he goes back to back.
No, Justin's too tough.
I think he goes back to back.
I think Crush is kind of due for it too.
Their defense, they're gonna be tough. So it's like,
I think,
and if they make playoffs this year, it helps them out even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be tough that like last year Ryan could have got Deep Boy, right? I don't know if they give it to Justin twice. Mm-hmm. Like just realistically,
that's what I'm thinking too. The back-to-back.
I'm gonna go.
The back-to-back is tough. Like you got to be undisputed.
I'm gonna go with a center. I'm gonna go with Rhea.
That's what I was about to say. If I'm gonna pick a center, I'll pick Rhea.
Yeah.
Nah, Rhea is like very hard to play against on the pick and roll.
Yeah. I'm just going Rhea because now he has a better lock like with Follow. Like I don't know. I think Follow's a little bit.
I think Compete's better than Follow.
You think he is? Lock? I guess. You think the Jazz got worse or better than last year?
Who's their sharp?
Jen.
Yo, Jen's tough. I don't know. I think they got. Wait, who was their sharp last year? I don't know. Splash was like so good last year. It didn't really matter.
They had Lottie, but and then it was like exposed. I think wasn't it or something like that, or am I?
No.
It was exposed at first, right?
Yeah, it's exposed and then Lottie. Yeah, it
was. Follow, Compete, Rhea. I think the Jazz got better. But that's saying that if Splash and Rhea play at the same level, the Jazz got better. I don't think Splash can play at that same level again, though.
Really?
No. Like what he was doing last year was like so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he did. I mean, I don't know how much this matters, but he did just win the 250K, like 250K in my team. I'm not saying that matters.
Oh, but he was like undisputed the best player in the league last year.
Yeah.
Like it's tough to do that again.
Yeah.
But if he can, the Jazz got better.
Mm-hmm. So, if you guys were to predict Defensive Player of the Year, who do you guys have? Is it just are you guys going with Awkward?
I'll try to pick someone else because I think it's gonna be hard to go back to back. I mean, I think he's gonna be in the mix for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we have to go lock, I don't know. I'm saying we have to go lock, but
I mean, I'm going center. So.
Center, I'd probably go Ryan. Ryan hasn't got it yet.
Yeah, they probably my center. Think a power forward can get it?
No.
They're just going to the corner, right?
Yeah.
No, I think they're going to pick and roll.
Some will go pick and roll.
Yeah, but like they're going to be guarding a wing and going straight to the corner, running triangle.
Their stats aren't going to be like their stats aren't going to be great. Like unless like you got like I'm thinking, I'm actually going to change mine to a lock, and this is a lock that's always averaged like 2 steals a game, but has not been on a good team. I'm going to put Shifty as my defensive player of the year. He always gets that like 2 steals a game type crap. Like he's always like topping steals every year. Like I don't know what he does, but like
it's not a terrible take.
But he's on a good team.
I said that's not a terrible take.
I thought you said terrible.
I think work with like
no,
because like the T-Wolves they're gonna score a lot, so they're gonna be a ton of possession.
It's gonna be fast paced game. Like
but his stats are
like points are be scored against.
But look at Kai though. Kai had like freaking like topping steals.
Yo, low key high for Depoy.
Who?
Yeah.
Kai.
That's
Kai is so good.
Do you want Kai?
He's an average.
I'll take Kai.
You'll take Kai?
Yeah.
I like that one. I really do. I think that's it's a pick that not many people will take. Is anyone going to say Crush? Anyone?
I like Kai or Crush. I'm
going to say Crush.
Yeah,
King's defense would be really solid.
Yeah, Crush is like I know he's due, and he wants it. Everybody wants it. I don't think they'll give it to the Wizards back to back.
It's money now. Some people are gonna play different, man. People are gonna be playing.
No, I don't think money will drive. Actually, maybe, dude.
Bro, there's $7,500, dude. Like they're like that's not like a small amount of money. Like listen, everyone's gonna make sure to get that extra steal at the end of the game. Like they're gonna be. They're gonna be. What
do you do? How do you do that thing where you give yourself an assist and a bucket?
Fake pass.
Fake pass. If you like that, Tech, catch it on the break, fast break 3. You got 630, averaging 30 and 30.
JT, who do you got for Defensive Player of the Year?
Like they said, back to back's tough, so I can't go Justin. And as much as I want to go Rhea, I feel like the Wizards will have a better defense, so I'm gonna go Ryan.
I like it. I like it. So next up is most improved. Who do you guys think is going to be most improved? I have one, but JT, I'll let you go first on this one if you know.
Most improved is tough.
So my most improved, I think is going to be Antoine. I think Antoine is going to be an animal this season. And also we have
That's
to
a good pick.
we also have to realize that like the award is going to be based off of both 5v5 and 3v3. There isn't separate awards. Like there's no separate like you don't have like a 3v3 MVP. So like there's somebody like so let's say like somebody wins all 3 tournaments of 3v3 for some crazy reason. They automatically would take the award. You know what I mean? Like, or like if there's someone dominating 3v3, which it is, I think it's a possibility that someone could dominate it. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Antoine just because I think he's gonna be good and 3v3, but he's also gonna be good like this year in 5v5. So I think he's gonna get most improved based off of what he did last year. What about you, Sherm? Do you got anybody in mind?
I really like Antoine. Is it like strictly off stats? Like how does most? I mean, obviously I know how it works. But like,
I feel like it will be like a lot of stats, but I feel like a lot of it is like just word of mouth too. Like someone's like, man, this guy like the award gets all like again to get nominated, you have to have the numbers, but to win the award, it's kind of I feel like it's just like people talking. Like I feel like 630 and Kai both were argued to be MVPs last year, but I felt like 630 won both the awards just because I mean the way that the timing of the award was terrible because it was literally done like right after Kai like shit the bed in playoffs. So like it kind of like again I think 630 was going to win it, but it was terrible the timing of the award. But is there anybody like I'll think of some examples. I mean like a guy like Bucket.
I mean I looked at all of them. I think I don't want to steal your pick, but I think I got to go Antoine. Antoine's so tough. He's so good this year. And last
Antoine really is so good.
I think he struggled a little bit last year, and like the Warriors were still so good, but now like Antoine's like he's a demon, bro. I think they're gonna be really tough.
He moves crazy.
If he has the confidence, I think they're gonna be like they might be blowing teams out every day.
Mm-hmm. What about Mama didn't have a bad year last year, so like he was like solid. He just didn't his team just didn't do well.
I got a different one.
What do you got?
Faiz.
I mean, but
that's a good one.
He had a pretty good year last year, but I guess he could take like that next step.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
of,
he averaged 13
like last year.
He averaged 13. Yeah,
he might be on like 25.
That's what I said.
What about like Kenny got work? Could he could Kenny could the Raptors do something
21.6? 21.6. He'd have to have a crazy
MVP.
Year.
At shooting guard, he had to get a lot more than that.
Yeah, so
and MVP. Yeah.
I feel like it has to be a 2 guard, in my opinion.
Jack.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Who do you got for most improved?
Let me think of who was not. Go back to the roster.
What about
God.
Wait, what about like C's or something? Like could C's?
I know who's most improved, but go ahead.
Wait, wait. All right, let Jack do it, and then
No, JT go and let me think.
Bro, it's Seam. He averaged 11 fucking points.
Okay.
Okay,
I like that pick a lot.
Do you want to change?
I'm going with Seam. I love that. I love Seam's game. I really do.
That's great. No, he definitely is like that.
Seems tough, but like
I like that one. That's a good one.
Good pick.
JT, are you gonna keep yours as Faiz, or are you gonna go?
Oh yeah. Keep it.
Okay. That shit's crazy though.
I know it's Seam, but since Jack took it, I'm gonna still fight.
Okay.
I'm like, but I knew it had to be a 2 guard, but now it's a 2 guard who's playing the 1, so duh.
Yeah. All right. Next up, It's kind of a tough award because it's kind of just like predicting like a team that's going to be like really good. Coach of the year, like who is next up to win like Coach of the Year?
Hmm.
This is kind of like predicting like a team that's going to be like a top seed. Again, this is regular, like this is based off a tournament. So like,
Yeah. What's
so
his name? Mike
Like,
Check.
do you have to win it?
well, no, this is a regular season award, so it has to be done based off of the tournaments in the season. So
Go back to perfect. That tier is helpful.
yeah, there might be some coaches missing because this is like obviously there's been hires and people like left, but like this is most of the coaches. So like, like I can name every coach in the league.
The thing with actually, never mind.
My like again, I think the guy who could most likely win Coach of the Year.
I mean, dude, if Genji performs like I've been hearing, I mean, Len's traded away Kai and Beast Move, and if they perform, I mean,
Are you going?
Yes,
with Len?
yes.
he's got to
Yes.
be, you know.
So you're going with Len?
I'm gonna go Len. Is that crazy?
No, it's not.
Definitely not. If they hoop,
I
it's,
mean, he traded
it's
away Kai and
easy.
Beast Move, and if they perform and they get like far, I mean, you got
Yeah.
to think, right? Like,
Yeah. If they hoop, yeah. I'm gonna go Mike.
Mike Newton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I'll go with a different
I
one.
like I feel like he's due. They hoop every year. Like they
Yeah.
come close and close. So it's like if they have the same kind of year,
Hmm.
unless some bum team is stellar, I'm going with them.
I think a team that again, I think a guy who could win Coach of the Year, Nick. I think
Didn't Nick already win it?
no,
Oh,
he did
I
it.
don't know. Comp won it.
Yeah. So
Poor Pat.
I'm going with Nick because I think if the T Wolves are a top seed again, um, and he's one of the candidates, I think that like a lot of people get. I feel like he's a favorite not just for like the accomplishment, but just because like I feel like a lot of people would vote for him. Like I don't know. I just again I think that it depends with Gen G. Again, if Gen G is dominated, it just depends who's dominating. You know which conference. Again, what's more impressive, being a 2 or 3 seed in the Western Conference or being the number 1 seed in the East. Like so, let's say Len is the number 1 seed in the East, but the T Wolves are like the 2 or 3 seed in the West. Like who would you vote for Coach of the Year? Like, and let's say both of them each won one tournament or something like that. Let's say like the T Wolves won a tournament and Gen G won a tournament. Like,
I feel like it would have to come down to where their records match up. So if he's first in the East, where would that be in the West? Type.
I would say like let's say the records would be worse probably in the West because teams are going
Gotta
back
play
and
each other.
forth. Yeah, teams are going back and forth. So like let's say like I don't know. Let's say the T Wolves. We'll just go record based. Obviously, like it's based off tournaments. But let's say like the T Wolves were like 20-9, and like the Gen G was like 24-7 or something or like 24-5.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Gen G.
Yeah.
He's never made the playoffs.
True.
So if he comes out just going crazy, it's hard not to give it to him.
Yeah.
almost they got 3 new players this year. I mean, almost a new roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, again, it's just if they get number 1 seed again, like again, it just depends what happens. You know, if T Wolves go back-to-back years having number 1 seeds, and if they like, a lot has to happen because this is both 3v3 and 5v5. We have to remember that too. Like, there's both. Like, there's both. So like, it's gonna be weird if like a team wins 3v3. Like the way they award, I feel like people are gonna weigh 5v5 still way more than 3v3. So like, you could have all these accomplishments in 3v3, and people aren't gonna like weigh it as much, and that's one thing that's gonna suck. So like, there could be like a team that has like a really good 3v3 side but a bad 5v5 side, but they're not going to win awards just because the respect level of the league for 3v3. So it's like it's kind of strange. But last award, MVP. Now this is the big money award, 15 racks, $15,000. Who is winning this? And again, we know near the end of the year, you're going to be seeing people Imagine being in the ticket tournament. It's instead of trying to win a game at the end, you're just trying to rack up those stats. Like because this is all tournaments too. Like this is no like long regular season. It's all
Yeah, you come away with a lot.
yeah. But who do you got winning MVP? You got anybody in mind, Jack?
Um,
I'll go to Ross.
I think, yeah. Let me see these rosters.
I think it's going to come out of the West, no matter what. But
I mean, should I cop out and just say Gina? I don't think he does it this year. I don't think he's the
No.
MVP this year.
No.
It's not his type of game. You know who I like winning MVP? Radiant. Radiant's unguardable.
So you got Randy.
Keena, I think Warriors are going to end up being the best team out the West, but I think Radiant's the MVP, yeah.
Yeah. You got
I think
Radiant.
the Pistons too. Like EG's more of a sharp, so like Radiant's had the ball a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be killing. He's going to be in his bag.
He's gonna score more, so it's like
Yeah, exactly.
I think Radiant's numbers will be better, and they'll probably be one of the top teams. So
Mhm.
I like that pick.
I like it. I respect it. All right, I'll go to the East real quick just to show you East teams, see if there's anybody over here. I don't think a single person in the East has a chance of winning it. Actually, I lied. There is somebody, but I'll let you guys decide.
Anything shots.
Yep, I do.
You think Shots has a better chance than Dayfry?
If Shots, well, listen, if Shots goes crazy, right? He's like averaging like
Or Gallo?
Gallo. I guess.
I wasn't counting Gallo out, to be honest.
I'm not counting Gallo out either.
I think the kid's gonna put up numbers, man.
I just think though. I think he has a pretty well-rounded team though. Like the difference with the Nets, it's like, all right, when I ask you what is the Nets offense, right? And I've seen some scrims and stuff like that, and I've seen stuff. The Nets is the Faiz and shot show. It is literally like numbers galore for those two. And again, like there'll be obviously other people get involved here and there, but it is really between Faiz and Shots, like with numbers on that team. I just think that Shots is gonna have like an all around year, and he's just gonna be undoubtedly like the MVP just because he's doing everything. He's not just like putting points up. He's not just putting rebounds. He's playing defense. He's doing everything for the team. Like I think a center is gonna take it this year. Like everyone's got it's so easy. It's easy to say a PG. I am going to go with Shots. Again, I mean, it is really tough to go with a center, just because PGs are going to average or I feel like shooting guards are going to average a lot. I feel like Kai is like one of those guys that definitely could just go and like, all right, I didn't get it last year, so I'm getting it this year. Type shit. I could definitely see Kai do it.
Yeah, I can definitely get it.
JT, who do you got for MVP?
I picked Ryan for DPOY, so I can't pick him for MVP. I really don't like a guard getting it. Like I've seen scrims. I won't say how. But guards move really bad. Like guards don't move the same at all.
So that's I mean,
is it a fast break type of year? Is that what you're saying?
Hell yeah. If you can run the break, you're gonna flood. Like guards, just like I didn't see as many quick stops when I was watching. Shooting looks
How tall are the point
different.
guards?
6'1"? No, 6'2". 6'1" or 6'2".
That's a lot taller than the 5'9".
I think 6'1". I think 6'1". Yeah, but they move funky as fuck.
Dude.
Like I wasn't seeing a bunch of quick stops. Boys shooting earlys and lates.
I think that we have to remember conferences too. Like, and that's why like I feel like Shots are other than Shots. Who's the best center? Dayfry, right?
All right, I'm gonna go Rhea.
Ryan's I think he's better than Shots, though.
No, I know, but I think that his team is more well rounded. I think that the Nets are going to be like. I think Shots is going to have the numbers more because
on offense, like break it down.
Dayfry doesn't like Dayfry is not. It doesn't really get crazy numbers ever. He's just like, and it's because he's not worried about numbers. Obviously, like he does everything else. Like he doesn't get.
Yeah, yo, I agree with Ye too. Walnut has a chance.
Ooh.
I like that team with Ant and Mama shooting. Like they're gonna play smart. He's gonna have opportunities.
Yeah.
Walnut's always gonna get his numbers.
Yes, he is.
So are you going Rhea? JT, did you say Rhea?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rhea. because I don't want to. I don't think a player will get 2 awards, so I can't put Ryan twice.
Man, so is this the year of the center? Like, is this the year?
From what I've seen, it is. I mean, unless a lot has changed in about a week and a half from what I watched multiple teams, so it's not like I'm watching one guard. Like we'll see, but from what I've seen, it should definitely be the year of the center, especially with them guarding corner, free boards, free baits. Like,
Sure, you're last with this one MVP. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Kai.
I like it.
I think if point guards are struggling, he averaged like damn near 4 steals a game last year. It seemed like. I mean, he's gonna get his steals. He's gonna run the break. He's probably gonna get more points this year if the games are more break based. I mean,
yeah,
I
feel he'll definitely he'll be a candidate, 100%. He'll be a candidate.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
I feel like that's a given for him. He'll definitely be a candidate.
I think he's gonna score more this year, and defense, I mean, he might get more steals this year somehow. So he's definitely
like they're gonna play. They're gonna run up the score tue. Like that team they know how to.
Yeah, they're gonna abuse teams. If you're not scoring on them, they're gonna abuse you.
Yeah.
Dude, Kai is such a good one, but I wanted to mix it up. That is
yeah, I would take him. I think him for Depoy is a little crazy, but I don't know.
If he tops 27, he's having a season. He averaged 27 last year. If he tops that, he's fucking.
Yeah, yo.
Like Kai had 20. He was averaging 27.
Yeah,
last year.
Oh, yeah. That's so tough. That's so tough.
Man. Yeah, he was top 10 in the league,
and he was like number 1. He was like top in steals, like which is crazy. Dude, like literally like everything.
And he shot the best by a mile.
Yeah, he had like 63% from 3.
I heard he had a Zen last year.
Yeah, is that why when he got into Dallas? No.
All right, too soon, bro.
No.
Nah, Kai did shoot unbelievably.
No, he shot really crazy.
Good. Yeah,
and he averaged like 6 assists. Like, nah, he had
he was
crazy
in the league last year.
Yeah, Kai is splash.
Can I ask you guys, with the tournament every year, how do you guys ever have like a feeling who's going to win, or is it always unpredictable who wins it? Like last year, I mean, I know we got Mr. Churn champion himself in here.
It's me.
That was crazy. I feel like we should have played the Hornets.
I think that year or last year we felt the most confident ever that turn week.
Really,
we were winning scrims.
This was good practice. It was just a good practice week. Just everything was clicking.
It started off bad. Like, we had like one really bad day, and then we kind of just like all put it together somehow. And it, like I said, we were just winning scrims. So and then transition to the week.
You guys were the 2 seed, right, in the East, right?
At the end of the year, or at that time.
That time. Well, even like at the end of the year. Like, I mean, you basically like
finished 2. I don't know if we were at that time.
Yeah,
because the Grizz were up there.
But I mean, both tournaments, the 1 seed from the West took the Tipoff, the 2 seed took the Churn. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it has to be like every year. Like look at the past tournaments. Like the Warriors took the Churn one time. The Blazers. Who was the team before that? Like it's like for season 3. Like who was season 3?
Turn season 3?
Yeah, I don't know who won Turn season 3.
Raptors.
Oh, Raptors.
They beat us.
Oh yeah, because they were top team. So it has to be like a 1 or 2 seed type team. So at this point in the year, who do you guys think could like win the Turn? Now this is really like obviously like an early prediction of it. Like it's hard, man. We're hard.
Predicting this now.
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, just like shot in the dark, man. Shot in the dark.
Like assuming the same rules apply, like bans and all that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Warriors.
You think the Warriors? I don't. I mean, I feel like that's not a bad. Like that's obviously like a pretty good pick.
Cop out. I just think they have the most well-rounded.
Cop out. 5. Cop out.
Yeah.
So you got Kings, Warriors. That's so far. That's you got Tipoff, Kings, Warriors, Churn. I'm not sure who I want to go with. Bands. It's really gonna depend on. We don't even know the league build, so it's like crazy. It's like this is damn near. If someone gets this right. I mean, the Warriors. I guess I'm gonna go Pistons. I'm gonna go with the weird team. I'm gonna go Pistons. Who do you got? You got anybody, sure?
Mm, it's tough because I think I have to go with a team with like not two ball handlers, but like two scorers at 1 and 2 because I feel like if your point guard builds get banned, I don't know what the builds are. So I mean, I don't know. Just like last year, the third one we always ban the
Oh.
first 2 point guards, and like I would just work with the third
Well,
one.
you guys do know like the 3v3 builds have no free throw. So like if two PG builds get banned, then there's only one PG build to use.
See, that's
Because-
interesting
because-
like, I feel like let's say rating just gets banned off the board, right? And like
Mhm.
he needs scoring from EG. Like, will he get that? Like, or will Keena get a lot more support from Antoine, or like Nadal and Ant? So I'm gonna go Kings. I'm gonna go Kings in this tournament.
I don't hate that one. What about you, JT?
Let's see who's gone. Kings are gone. Warriors are gone. Pistons are gone. God damn. I feel like at this point they'll have it figured out. I'm gonna go Wizards.
Wizards. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I love Ty. I think Ty he does his thing, man. He doesn't get enough credit. I definitely see. I don't know, man. It's just he is in a good conference too. So it's like with the Wiz, even without Mister Jack Mascone, they still are a scary team in the Eastern Conference. It's amazing, but I mean, yeah, I don't hate the pick. Now ticket. This is basically the best of the worst kind of team. So a team that you guys feel like is going to be like a middle to run team trying to make it through the ticket. Who do you guys think is that type of team? I'm gonna go Hawks. I think the Hawks are gonna fight through and get gritty in the ticket. Actually,
I don't know how this works. So you're like the top 6.
Yo, champ,
yeah. What's up?
you love the Hawks.
We love. What's up?
Then you love the Hawks.
Do I love the Hawks? I mean, I think they're gonna be an in between team.
It's not a bad pick, especially by the end of the season, right?
Yeah, it's like a team that's like up and down, streaky as hell, fighting for that like last spot. I mean, dude, actually no, I'm gonna change mine to the Raptors. Yeah, I'm gonna go Raptors. I'm gonna go Raptors. I'm gonna regret changing from the Hawks. I feel like I feel like the Hawks will do it, but I'll go Raptors. Raptors.
There's two. Is there one ticket champion? There's two, right? From each
Conference.
conference.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Two
Yeah.
logos.
Yeah, two logos. All right. So I'll go Raptors, and I gotta get a Western Conference team. Crap. Western Conference. Um, yeah, Jazz got me second guessing the Pacers, man. I don't know why.
I'm not a. I think the Pacers have been really good too. Or last year they were just really good. I think the thing with the Pacers is they rotate well. Like they're gonna have their rotations down. They were good at it last year.
I'm just trying to figure out the team that's gonna be like that 6 seed type of 5 seed. Like
I think it's
Lakers,
the Pacers.
The Pacers. I could see
Who's
them.
who's your top 6?
So-
Jack.
In the West, I got
Here, I'll pull it
Warriors.
I'll pull it up for you.
Warriors, T Wolves,
Mm-hmm.
Kings,
Yeah.
Bucks.
Jazz.
Will the Lakers ever win?
Jazz. And Warriors, T Wolves, Kings, Bucks, Jazz, and I don't know. That last pick, that 6 is tough. I think we go Lakers.
Lakers.
Actually, nah, bro. Nah.
Wait, I think it's the team.
I see something that's very vulnerable in that Lakers team.
Is it Tacto?
Nah, a little bit.
Is it a little bit?
Well, the thing is, if they played, like I thought Tack was a center, and now he's going to lock, which is a little crazy. But respect
with the center though, right?
yeah, I mean, what are we calling? Yeah. So let's go for that sixth spot. I'm going the. I'm going. Damn, man! Warriors, T-Wolves, Kings, Jazz, Bucks.
You counting out the Pistons?
Yeah, I'm counting out the Pistons. I'm considering the Pistons. I'm not counting them out. I just don't think like it's written like that. I think one dog makes it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree.
It's kind of like the March Madness. How Duke lost.
We're just saying
Scripted.
Someone lost money on that game.
Let me go Pistons. I'll go Pistons. I got Radiant as my MVP. He's got to make the playoffs.
Damn, the MVP making it through the ticket? That's tough. Hit. So that's your West team. What about your East?
For the ticket, let me go.
I'll pull these for you.
Yeah, I need East.
I feel like the Hawks or
Alright.
Celtics.
All right, so we got Wiz, Gen G, Sixers. That's 3 in. Raptors, I think that's 4 in.
Nets.
Trust me on the Nets.
Trust you. I like the Nets team. Nets are 5 in. 6 team.
What did you say, Knicks?
Yeah, Knicks are in for sure.
It's that Hawks team. That logo is just beating. Like it's bright on your screen.
The Swan, putback, hot shot, like
it's the Swan, man.
They gotta lock it. Like I don't know if they have it. You know what I mean? Like they gotta really be that. They gotta be very dedicated.
Wait, so
and like they gotta be practicing the right stuff. Like or else they're not.
I mean, but look at the Hawks compared to the teams that are
left. No. I like the Heat. This is 6 team.
The Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. The Heat. Sharon, what do you think?
I like the Heat for the East.
Really? Dude, we got 2 Heat teams. What about West?
So we got Warriors, T-Wolves, Jazz, Kings. I'll go Mavs.
Mavs? Oh, I like that one.
Sticking to my roots.
Sticking to your roots, man.
Mavs gaming for life.
What about Hornets, Venom, JT?
They're gonna make playoffs. I got them making playoffs. That's why I don't got my ticket.
JT, who do you got, man?
In the West, I'm gonna go Bucks.
Got Bucks. Mama's pissed.
In East, let's see, who do I have? Wizards, Genji, Philly, Brooklyn.
I'll pull up the rosters on the screen again.
Nah, I'm looking on my phone. You good? Fuck it, bro. I'm going Hawks.
Hey! Yo, someone had to pick the Hawks, man. Someone had to do it. Someone had to pick the Hawks, right? All right, so last award, and then we'll kind of close it up there, all right? Last award is the champion of the Season 5 of the NBA 2K League. Jack, who's winning the Season 5 championship of the NBA 2K League?
So the way it is the 2 conferences play each other and then they meet in the finals?
Yeah, championship. Wait, what'd you say?
So like East is playing East until the finals.
So East, what? It's
I like the Wizards versus the I don't know. Maybe
Wizards.
it's cop out to say Wizards Warriors.
I mean, it's not though. Like
I just don't think like any team in the East like. I don't want to jinx them, but like they're not. They're not. There's no East team that's like that. Like I gotta see this Gen G before I believe it for sure. The Knicks are solid, but like the Knicks are the biggest threat to the Wizards in my eyes. But I just don't think that. I don't know. To win it all, I'm like, I feel bad, man. I'm gonna jinx people, but I like the. I like the T-Wolves.
Oh, big jinx.
yeah, he did that for the Chase. He did that one for the
Some
Cubs.
motherfuckers in the dirt.
they
I don't know.
they aren't
Like, I'm
making
not-
playoffs after that one.
I'm really going
They're
low.
done.
Like, I don't know.
They're done.
Let's go T-Wolves.
He was gaming.
No. Actually, yeah, let's go T-Wolves. I don't mind jinxing the T-Wolves.
Oh man. Oh. J2, who you got as your champ?
I feel like they're due. I feel like they're due on every level possible.
Oh, I know.
Well, two teams are due, to be honest, and it's not the cop out. I'm gonna go Kings.
The Kings. Kings, man. I know Mama's sitting there grinning right now, like
Like, I didn't want to go with the obvious.
Kings. I don't mind.
Warriors
I like the
are
Kings
obvious.
also. I like the Kings.
Yeah, Warriors are obvious, but I don't know. I feel like Ramen Walnut, they're just due, especially with the team they have from top to bottom. It's tough.
They have a really good team. They do.
Yeah, top to bottom is tough. Like them and Warriors in the Western Conference, it'd be a movie.
Yeah, that really would be a great game.
That would be crazy.
Dude.
But I'll be in Indy in the playoffs.
Dude, sure. Who we going with, man? NBA 2K League champions for season 5.
Well, I don't want to take the cop out.
But you might need to.
No, I really do think, like, I think it is Keena's time to get a ring. I think.
Yo, don't do it to him.
I didn't want to do it either. That's why I said Kings.
Nah.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
funny, bro. You going Warriors?
I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go Warriors. They're my team this year.
Damn.
I know it's boring.
Damn. Damn. I gotta pick you guys. I gotta try to pick a different team. God damn.
Pick the Hawks. Bro. Pick the Hawks.
It's easy. No,
the
just
Jazz.
go ahead, pick the Wizards. Pick the 3 feet. Go ahead.
3 feet. Damn.
I do like the Kings though.
Nah, if they 3 feet, son, that's crazy. That's
Coming back if they
fucking
3-peat.
crazy. They 3 feet next season, you'll see Jack.
Dude.
I can't even get back on the Wizards
Why?
because I don't.
Oh
How-
yeah,
you're right, sir.
what's his name?
Yeah,
Nah, he wasn't retained.
I can get back on the Hornets.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I don't. Listen, man. I'm not confident in the Wizards, man. I don't know, man. I got a bad,
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
feeling. I got a bad feeling about the Wizards, man.
Bad feeling?
What do you mean
Yeah.
about that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I just think that listen, they'll be a good Eastern Conference team.
You're not
But
back on Ty?
it's listen, man. They just lost the Jack Mascone. All right, I love Ty. I think Ty's good, but like he's solid. I put him as in between as a guard. Like I think he's above average guard, but like Jack was different, man. Like I think that they're still in the level of being a contender, but to be a champion, I don't know, man. Like they just lost Tom Brady, bro. Like I mean, listen, maybe
That's crazy. I'll tell you what.
Hey,
Nick,
champ,
the game's not hard enough to call somebody Tom Brady.
Hey champ, listen. You listening?
Brady.
oh no, jeez, he's going to
Champ, you listening? You listening?
Yeah.
Keep going. Go crazy. Tom Brady, Jesus Christ. The fuck? Zip him up, bro. Holy shit.
Oh my god, bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna go Jazz Gaming.
Oh.
I think it's splashy time. Splashing the
Damn,
real.
we shitted on the East.
Damn, bro. We didn't take a single team.
We shitted on the East.
So, all right. So, tip off. We all did West except JT. You went East. Turn. We all went West. JT went East. Ticket. I mean, well, we had to split it. Championship. We said fuck the East. We said that shit's over.
Damn, I was really
I don't want to. I
genuinely.
genuinely don't want to jinx the Wizards or the Warriors.
Dude. Yeah, so
I want to see what Gen G does, man. I'm kind of excited to see what Gen G does.
Rookie
Me
of the
too.
year.
Me too.
Rookie of the year. We you guys all went East. I went West. Defense player of the year. We all three of us went. All of us went West except JT. He went East. Most improved. We all went West except JT. JT loves the East, man.
JT lives for the East.
Jesus Christ, dude! Everything.
Hey man, I'm so sick of fucking West Coast delay. Might as well pick something East.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. I was coach of the year. I mean, it was split down the middle.
Coach of the year is tough because like
It's kind of just like I feel like that's like
what could-
that's such a random award. I don't know. Well, not random, but like
well, it's like if it's tough. Like if it goes to the coach that wins it, then like how big of a gap is there now? To
I really like the
improve?
Mike
Like
one.
there's been enough seasons.
I really like the Mike one. Like that because the Warriors being a contender like they are, like I do like the Mike Newton one. Like Len is a really good one too, just because of Len's team is this team that they're supposedly supposed to be. You guys are looking like you're looking golden. MVP, I think the Kai one is like the I don't want to say it's a cop out one. I just feel like Kai's like the most like prominent one. The farthest one is probably my shots one. The Rio one's pretty good. I think the Rio one could be very realistic. Radiant, I don't know. It's weird because like the Pistons, like I don't know. I guess he has a shooting guard, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. Radiant's good, man, but I don't know. It's tough. Everything else, good fun
Hey
picks.
T, who's your team to beat after watching these scrimmages?
After I mean, until Hezi looks
Gen
good.
G.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's everyone's sleep on the East. I mean, Gen G, it looks like the team to beat, but if we're being realistic, it has to be the. We all know the Western Conference is like that's going to be the gulag. It's going to be the gulag conference. Like either the Warriors or the T Wolves. And the thing is, it's not good to have that target on your back. So like the fact that Gen G's taking that target away from teams like the T Wolves and Warriors, or even the Kings, like. I don't know. There's 4 teams over in the West I could just realistically see winning the title, and that's Kings, Jazz, T-Wolves, Warriors. Those 4 teams are like the 4 teams. Other than that,
No way, he just rated 32.
Western Conference is the conference to win the championship this year. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, what'd you say?
No, I was just saying. I was saying the Western Conference is winning the title no matter what this year. I don't
The
care.
thing with that though is like you're going to be seeing the same teams play each other all year. That's why I'm not a huge fan of that format.
Are you able to watch scrims?
Yeah, I agree with that, Jack.
Right?
Definitely agree with that.
Like it's just going to be the same matchups the whole year. I think it was cool last year how you could play anybody.
Well, like the schedule for the most part, like every team played like 1 or 2 teams out of conference. I think
Oh, conferences.
they
Oh.
do play during
Okay.
the churn. Is it during the churn they play? They
During the
intertwine.
churn?
Oh,
Okay.
that's
All right.
interesting.
All right, yeah, 'cause
That's interesting.
that's much better. All right,
Yeah, this year. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Sounds good to me.
much better.
Well, guys, I think this is a good place to end here at the awards. Awesome content, guys. Appreciate JT, Jack, and Sherm for coming on here. Hopefully, I can try to bring this content back around. Every I'd like to do it weekly, but again, everyone's schedule is obviously always busy. But Shout out to JT, Jack, and Sherm. Like I said, guys, this is 2K Crossfire episode 1. I am going to be doing some bold predictions after this, but I am going to let JT, Jack, and them get going. But thank you, JT. Any final remarks before we get going?
Nah, just thanks for having me. It was dope being here with two good friends, two good GOAT point guards who retired. And hope to be back next week. This was fun.
Appreciate it, man. Jack, hey man, listen, Blockhead, guys, listen, man, to the moon. Blockhead to the moon, man. Jack, any final words?
Nah, let's keep it up, man. Let's keep doing shows every Monday. I'm with it. Blockhead, yeah, check out Blockhead though. For real, for real.
Appreciate it. I had
The shortest promotion in promotion.
Then buy it. Just trust me. No,
It's worth it.
it's worth it. Sherm, any last words, man?
Nah, just appreciate it, man. I had a good time with the guys, man.
Dude, we gotta get
Keep
Dan
at it.
Davis. I gotta get Dan Davis on here next week, man. I gotta get my guy Dan in here.
He's working. We'll be all right.
Yeah. But hey, listen, guys, appreciate you guys. It's been fun. I'll definitely hit you guys up for next week, probably same time at 7:00. Shout out to everybody in the chat, and everybody. Thank you, JT, Jack, Sherm. Have a good night, man. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do bold predictions for all the teams now. So we did what do you call it? So we did obviously here, this was episode 1 of 2K Crossfire. I hope you guys like the content. Was this W content, guys? Did you guys like this content? Obviously we had some good, big hitters on here. Now this guy joins. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He joins in here unannounced. I feel like we're like watching WrestleMania and like Harris just comes out of nowhere. Like this dude just steps in. What's going on?
Hi, buddy.
How you been, man?
I'm pumped, man.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the tip off.
I know, man.
Sitting here thinking about what I want my I'm writing an article. I'm excited.
Dude, what time are you streaming?
I don't know. I figured I'd come bother you for a little bit.
Well, I'm doing bold predictions for. I'm finishing them tonight because I have to. Because if I do them after the games are played, then it's not the same.
That's fun.
But yeah, no. Again, what did you think about 2K Crossfire episode 1? Is your honest opinion?
You know, I'm the biggest 2K Crossfire fan on the planet. I mean, I like it. I like how you have like the big hitters this year. Like, we've had some like analysts, but you got the hitters this year, man. You got 3 former players. You got the Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the hitters this year. So I'm excited to see how it evolves over the course of the year.
Yeah, I'm excited. And but the thing is, like I said, my goal is to bring on like former league pros. Like I really do like bringing on like guys like that. Good group. Again, it's cool hearing from their opinions, kind of getting things that we've never gotten to hear. Like it's kind of like people we've never gotten to hear from, like their actual opinions, because like they've been players. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was interesting. Very good turnout. Very good turnout. So let me ask you, because I know you're probably going to be doing it all on your stream later, but so for the tip-off tournament, what are we like sleeping on at this point? What is something that we are just like every year we always miss out on something so blatantly?
I think I'll be honest. I think we do this every year. Like, and if I look at the teams that I'm predicting to get by tomorrow, it's hard to know because we only have 5 games. So this might be silly of me to say this, but I think we're relying too much on teams that have rookies in important spots, especially in the East. We're talking about Gen G. We're talking about the Nets. We're talking about like the Raptors. Like, they got big time rookies in big time spots, and at least the tip off last year. Like, here, let me pull up my tip off stats from last year. If I remember correctly, the tip off was not kind to rookies last year. So I'm kind of in the middle of it. I think, especially in the West, like we're talking about like the Bucks being insanely good. We're thinking about the Kings with the rely on a rookie at the 2 guard. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll be interested to see how the rookies kind of instantly figure out the league, because it's not like there's no like build up period anymore. Like, you are right into it. Remember what I told you, man? Like, when we're done with this tournament, if you don't make it out of group play, right, at the end of next week, you do not play 5v5 again for another 4 full weeks. You will not play competitively. A month. So I don't know, man. I don't think people realize how different this. I don't think people realize how different this season is quite yet. They'll realize how different it is when we stop playing 5v5, because that's the biggest challenge. You stop playing 5v5 after this tournament.
Dude, I think that's the stressful thing, though. Like, like having that hovering thought that, like, like the next tournament is like, I don't want to say it's your last chance, because you have to take it, but you just don't want to be in ticket. What's up, yeah?
What's good, man?
What's
How's
good?
it going?
Good, man. We just had a good show. I saw you were watching. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, I was in the back rooms.
Back
So
rooms.
JBM, I'm talking to JBM. I'm undefeated against him. So.
Oh man, dude. No. Yeah, I definitely gotta have. I'm definitely gonna have some more people on next week. It was a good time. I like to have former. I'm gonna keep it strictly former players. Like, I like to have analysts, but I like to see former players. I think it's a good mix up. So you fit the description perfect.
Fuck you too, champ.
Oh, listen. You listen. You do your thing in section 400. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Listen. I really do hope in the studio they just have you up on the roof or something. I really do. Like, they just have they have you like up on a nest.
I hope they have me up really high. That would actually be really fun. I would love that.
Dude. They could make it like a bird's nest. I think that'd be funny.
That'd be fun.
But
yeah, who's winning the tip off?
Who's winning the tip off?
Mm-hmm. I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh shit.
Fear me.
I'm going to Wilson.
Interesting. Why?
Who's that? That's a safe pick.
Why is it a safe pick?
Another all stars on that roster, man. Only question mark is D-Day, but he's at the 4. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be able to. I think they'll be able to hide him.
But you think, like, is it easy to hide a power forward? Like, is it like, can a power forward literally take our team down single handedly?
With a team like that, I don't think he'll make the break. Like, I don't think he'll be the reason that they're losing games. Mm-hmm. I won't say it's easy to hide him, or in terms of but with a team with that type of caliber skill around him, he won't be the reason they lose games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you get those sports team on that.
What?
The Harris on that roster.
You put him on power forward, or we're putting you on power forward?
Oh, bro. Wait, who am I playing power forward for?
T-Wolves.
T-Wolves game.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I see your 7-3 hit a 3.
My job is to sit in the corner, catch the ball, and shoot. Like, look, that's kind of the thing with a lot of the players. I think this year, more so than the last 2 years, I think it's going to be all about stars. I think role players are really going to get designated as role players, and it's really going to be up to the 2 best players on the team to really carry every single team. If your 2 best players are not good enough, I don't think you're going anywhere. So that's why I feel like this year, teams
let me play devil's advocate, though.
I think they're a huge advantage.
Yeah. The league tips off tomorrow at 7:00. Optimus. Sorry, go ahead.
What about those teams where each game might be different in terms of who will be the 2 best guys on the team? So the Kings is going to be every single game could be different.
Yeah, but they have it. I guess it's a little bit different for them because they have 3 guys who are legitimate superstars in terms of the context of the 2K League. Your top 2 guys have to perform every game. If they have a game where Mama is bad but Crush and Walnut are good, they probably lose, right? As good as Crush and Walnut are, I don't think you're gonna be able to win without big backcourt scoring this year. I think matching will exist, but we play in too modern of a basketball age to where mashing is just going to consistently win you all the time. You're going to need to hit perimeter shots. You're going to need ball movement. You're going to need active guards. And I don't know, man. That's why I feel like I feel like we're underrating the Jazz, man. I really feel like we're underrating the Jazz. I've been keeping this to myself. I know that their situation getting into the season has been kind of weird. Do they have maybe the best 2K player on the planet right now? And Rhea.
Yeah.
Who's Mike Trout. Like, I don't know, man. I think we're doubting the Jazz too much. I think the Jazz might just win the title because they have the two best players.
I do think that they're the title contender. I just think that they're gonna come out slow.
Dude, yay.
Yo.
Splash made the frickin' My Team tournament on 2 different consoles. What the fuck?
Well, he qualified every. Did he qualify like every session too?
It's incredible, like the run that he is on this game, and they have Rhea, and they have Follow, who's also been very good this year. I don't know. I just wonder if Splash and Rhea are just going to be better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take.
I like it. No, I think it's a good take, to be honest with you. Wait, what do you call it? So, can I ask you, like, I know we kind of talked about this on the Spaces. What's your thoughts about Seldom being replacing Bash at PG? Like, what impact does that have? Like,
Good luck.
Good luck.
Welcome to the league, baby.
Welcome.
He's getting what he wanted.
Yeah.
He's going to have a really high-scoring 2-guard. He's going to have 3 veterans behind him playing defense. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally as close to a team in the league as he's going to find with what he plays in Pro-Am. So, like, go win some games. Let's see what you got.
Why do we win Tipoff? I mean, Mama, if you want to come in the space, you're more than welcome to come in here, Mama, if you want me to answer that question. But
what kind of info do you have on us, Mama?
Yikes.
Listen, man, you're a good paper team. That's what it is, Mama. Okay, great on paper. Mama, I'm still waiting for your shows, man. What's going on? I haven't seen anything on Mama, man.
You gotta wait till some of these teams start losing.
Oh man. See, the problem is Mama only goes live when he wins. Like, that's not. Like, it's not. Come on, man. You got to be showing me something, man. You can't only go live when you win. It's tough. Isn't it? Wait, don't you have a better record against Mama too?
Who, me?
Yeah, don't you got a better aren't you positive record against
Mama? I don't think so, actually. I think I only beat Mama once.
Dude, if I was a year early on the Kings winning the title, I'm going to be mad. Because remember, dude, I picked the Kings to win the title last year very early.
I did too, and it bit my... Yeah, and it bit me in the ass.
Like idiots. But if we were literally 1 year early...
You're only going to speak to Harris?
Get out of the Discord.
You Mama, join the voice chat and I'll drag you in. You might be in the cord with JT and them for a minute, but I'll drag you in. You can talk to Harris all you want.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. We don't talk to Champ 2K. Question: Why does Harris
love the Raptors so much? Oh, I used to love the Raptors back in season 3 when they were like the best team of all time. Now, we'll see. Now we'll see what happens to the Raptors. I don't know, man. It would be a really funny way for his career to go if Dimes really convinced himself that he's going to be like one of the best centers in the league. Because I think it's a cool temporary thing for him to do while they all kind of figure everything out. But like for an entire season, I don't know. And I won't lie, I didn't really watch him play Pro-Am that much. This year at center. I did watch him win WR Select at center, and that was fun. Or he lost in the finals, I think. Yeah, I think he lost, but he made the finals at WR Select. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird team.
Should I readjust my power rankings, or is it too should I just keep it?
Where's Type at the 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is my other big issue with that lineup is why would you ever actually want to put Type at the 4? When you're in an Eastern Conference with Dave,
Type is good at guarding PNR.
Rain, he is, but I don't know. I feel like the advantage is that the center build gives him size and wingspan wise.
Who is, wait. Why is there a person in the Discord called "Give me my cash"?
Is that not?
Give me my.
All right, champ. All right.
Told you.
Oh man.
Told you.
His name is "Give me my cash."
I love it.
Yo, Tim, let me put you on speaker because I can't hear nothing right now.
Oh
All
no! Oh no!
Now I'm on speaker and I'm only speaking to Harris. So if Harris is not asking a question, I'm not answering
Mom,
shit.
how you feeling?
Yikes.
How you feeling about tomorrow? You excited?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. We're ready for the tip off. You know, we've been practicing. It feels great. And we're energized, Harris. We got a lot of energy going on.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a curveball. Who's the
Okay.
worst team you've played so far?
Oh
Wow.
wow!
The worst team we've
Curveball.
played so far.
I told you it's a curveball.
This is a curveball for me. You're trying to put me under the. You're trying to put me on the hot seat earlier.
Did I not warn Champ? I warned him.
Oh yeah.
He wanted me to ask him questions. So here I
We don't answer those questions as of right now. You got to give me a week
Okay, fine.
because out of respect, out of everyone scrimmaging,
I guess it is just scrimmages.
out of respect.
How has it been playing with Ed? Has he been fun to
Yeah.
play with? Is he a weird dude to play with? Like everyone talks about it that he's like a weirdo. Is he?
No, I mean I like his play style. Everyone says that he reminds them of me when in like the way he plays, like the way he gets his buckets, the way he maneuvers. He got in a sense, I think I see some like similarities that he'll have, but then other times I'll be like, all right, he's nothing like me. So he's back and forth, but he's good. And his defense is really good. That's really where it separates him. So I can't wait for him to show out what he got.
I have another curveball question for you.
Mhm.
You've now played with Crush for a month.
Yeah.
Is he better or worse than Season 2 Lavish Phenom at Lock? Who, by the way, was one of the best locks in the league and almost led you guys.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
what?
That's a setup. That's a setup.
Another curveball.
Here's
That's a setup.
season 2 Lav. Listen, he was garbage. All right.
What?
Listen, Harris.
Come on.
Listen, that's my man. Now he wasn't garbage, but Crush is better than him.
You gotta ask the important question.
Is this the greatest team you've ever been on?
I think by far. I don't think it's. Me and Zane like compared it because last year I feel like we had a lot of expectations last year, and then obviously it kind of fucked us with the month in. I feel like I still believe if we had that month before the season started, it would have been a different outcome for us. I don't know if we would have won it all. I'm not going to go that far, but I feel like we would have made playoffs for sure. But just overall skill 1 through 5, I think you would have to say this is the best team that I've had. Yeah.
Has it been? Here's kind of a weird question. I guess it's just like a competitor. Is it weird having 3 years of playing with Dane, all of a sudden not playing with him at all, and then all of a sudden you're playing with him again? Like, is it kind of weird to have like gone from not playing with him to instantly going back?
No, like people ask me it all the time, like, "Oh, how are you and Dane looking?" It's just like it's almost like we picked up right where we left off. Like the guy, it just
that's what you want.
It didn't skip a beat, right?
No, we wouldn't skip a beat. I mean, and honestly, if you believe it or not, I'll tell you. I'll give you guys a little bit inside information. Me and Dane have gone a full month without arguing a single time. You know, that's history.
Wow.
You know what that's called though? That's called maturity. That's what it's called.
Wow.
Growth.
Because last year, like when we were in season 3, we would argue like it would be like petty arguments, like little kid stuff, like you didn't set the screen right, or you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or you're not dribbling right, or some bullshit, you know. And now it's like when we talk to each other, it's almost just like, let's get it over with, and then let's just crack a joke and have fun.
Ooh,
so
okay,
That's shit.
How is the rest of the team react? Here's an interesting question because you guys have now this will be the 4th year you guys have played together. How does the rest of the team feel about you two? Because I feel like sometimes it can maybe feel like it's you two and them 3. Like it's like no. I'm not trying to set them up. I'm just saying like that's how it could end up in some
you're right.
settings. Like how
You're
has
right.
it actually gone?
You're right. Nah, it's this team is like I don't. There's no problem. Everyone is just a jokester. Like at heart, like you might not think like people are like Miles, for example. A lot of people might think Miles just Miles, but man, that guy is comedy. He's comedy without even trying. He's one of those type of dudes, and we always get everyone involved. It's whether or not you want to deal with the bullshit for that day. If you don't want to deal with the bullshit, you just let us know. Like Ant will let us know, like, not today. But for the most part, everyone's in a good mood. We're letting everyone have it, even DJ. So It's just always a good
there's,
vibe.
there's no shot that Ant isn't grumpy like 1 or 2 days out of the week.
Oh,
You know, emotional kid, East Coaster. I get
And,
it. I was there
it's
too.
so funny, Harris. Like I said, it's so funny because he's 19, right? So he'll do the things that me and Dane used to do when we were 19 and 20. When we first came in the
We're
league.
so old now.
Yeah. So me and Dane always have these moments during practice, like he'll do something that he'll like mumble under his breath or something like that. Me and Dane will look at each other and just start laughing, and then he'll come around and start laughing. So like it's just an understanding, like just let him rock, and then he'll be all right.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
How good do you think you guys are? Like, if I know you don't want to give an estimation, but like, I mean, champ, like all the players know at this point leading into it if they are somewhat good or if they're bad. I mean, the teams that know that they're bad know that they're bad right now. I think know. They're freaking out.
I personally think that I have a lot of confidence in our team, so I think we're good. Okay. Obviously, there's going to be we're gonna have a lot of time to we're going to get better as the days go. Obviously, because the more time I play, the more time Ant plays, all that good stuff. Obviously, this month really helped us. But I would say I believe that our group is like the group of death. I think that we have all the teams in our group are solid. That's what I believe. I think some groups are a little bit weaker than the others, and then obviously this comes to conference play, which again I'm not a fan of, but that's what comes with it. So I think our group's gonna be a group to watch out for. I think it's gonna be a really entertaining group.
What's your thoughts? Oh, sorry.
I'm the only one.
I just wanted to ask him what his thoughts was on the format of the season with only tournaments.
Well, that's so funny, Champ. We were gonna ask the same question, so I'll ask it instead. Do you find it weird that you're gonna play an entire tournament of 5v5? Basically, have to put it down for a month and then kind of pick it back up for the turn. Like, how are you guys gonna handle that on your end as a team, or I guess all the teams?
So it's funny. We were just talking about this as a group. I was surprised. Like before the season started, I was like, "Man, what are they going to do? Is it going to be 3v3 one week, then 5v5 the next week? Then we're just going to flip back and forth." So, but basically, it's like if we lose, let's just say whoever loses this tip-off tournament, you're done playing 5v5 for God knows how long.
I do know, champ. I told you that teams had already figured this out.
Yeah, and somehow.
And I don't like that. I don't like that because it's just like, how do you get everyone involved? Because like. There's going to be a person on a team that has no chance of touching 3v3. Like, it's just the fact of the matter. Like, you have no chance of touching it. So, do they just chill? Like, do they not wake up for practice anymore?
I mean,
that's what Sixman
did.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not a huge
fan can get it in any moment.
And I guess that's what the risk is with 3v3. I mean, if 3v3 blows up and we get a lot of viewers and everyone's tuned in, then man, the more the merrier, right? But if I just don't like the huge wait time because this tournament's going to be 2 weeks, right? I believe
it's like 2 weeks and then one more group week, so 3 total.
Yeah, so 3 total. So basically, what they've done, so instead of regular season, they've just stretched out each tournament to be damn near a month, and so that every game is valuable, which I don't mind. I think that's like a good way of doing it because, like, from the optics side, it's like, oh wow, they got a big tournament game. Like tomorrow we play the Warriors.
Are everything like you lose these 5 games and you might not play 5v5 again for literally a month. Like it's nuts.
Yeah, you might not even make the playoffs. So like,
exactly.
So yeah, I think it's really cool. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I don't know how it's gonna be. I mean, we don't plan on not making it a group, so we haven't put that thought in our head at all. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird going from like 5v5 to 3.
Harris, can you ask this question for me because he won't answer me? How rapidly do you think teams are going to make adjustments like in rotation and lineups?
What do you say?
How quickly do you think that teams are going to realize that they're bad and need to change their lineups? How quickly do you think it'll be? Like after a game? Do you think it'll be after like a day? Like how quickly will teams change?
Okay, so here's my outlook on that. So we didn't have a month to play last year, right? So last year nobody really had that phase of like, oh, we're gonna see if we're good enough. Everyone just deep dived into it, and then once you figured out you were bad, you figured out you were bad. While this year you've had 3 weeks, 24 days, 25 days to play the game, you know if you're not good. You know.
So how badly are the teams who know they're bad? Like how are
they going to sleep tonight?
Like, what are they thinking about?
Yeah, I was going to say, how are they sleeping tonight?
What are they thinking about if they know that the team is already bad? Like, are they just like, fuck, it's over?
I don't know. I mean, I think they would have the outlook of like, okay, maybe we'll pick it up for scrim because you want to take the positive out of every scrim, right? And so like when you go through each day and throughout, you're like, okay, he's getting better, and all we need to do is execute on this, that, and the third. We might not have the best offense, but if we execute on this, that, and the third, we can pull out a win here. and hopefully as time goes on, we'll be better. And I think that's where teams that aren't confident are at. They're trying to give themselves like a little bit of false hope. And so if you do win the first game, you're like, hey, like we won the first game. Let's pick it up. Let's keep going. And again, I can't speak on this enough. The groups matter. Like if 2 or 3 bad teams are in one group and they play each other and one of those bad teams goes 3-0, everyone's looking like, God damn, this team's good. But in reality, they're not. So and the 2 teams that lost, they probably have something in their back pocket where they're like, okay, if this doesn't work out for the first 2 games, we got to make a change because we don't have time to mess that up.
Right.
So yeah, it's tough.
In past years, or at least I would say the past 2 years, ever since we started remote, it has really been that whichever team was the best in scrims leading into the tip-off won. So, like in Season 3, it was the Raptors, obviously the whole Raptors thing. Last year, the T-Wolves were killing everybody. They get into the tip-off and they kill everybody again. This year, outside of, I would say you guys, I know the Bucks are pretty good. I would say probably the scrim team to beat this year has been Gen G. I don't know if you've played Gen G.
Right.
Like the rumors are that like they're fucking amazing. So what is the difference between you're doing all these scrims for so long and then wham you have that first tip off game? Like what is kind of like the difference between that scrimmage and that tip off game? Like is it a feeling difference? Is it like an intensity difference? Like what separates them?
I do think that, like you said, like going to every year, it's always like the best team in scrimmages and tip off usually wins it. Like we've had like the Raptors, who are by far like untouchable. It was obvious like, okay, the Raptors are going to win all. Like if you knew about the league, you knew they would. I just feel like there's so many good teams this year, like so many that you really don't know who's going to win. Like we haven't played anybody in our group. And again, like I said, I feel like our group is going to be the death group with just the teams that are in it. And I can confidently say that this year there's a lot better teams than there were last year, like by far.
Ooh,
so I think there's gonna be a lot of competition. Now the bad teams, like when you see a bad team, you will know, okay, these 2 teams don't match up. You will be able to tell. But the good teams going at it, there's a lot more good teams than there would be bad teams, in my opinion, as of right now, that I've seen.
Who has been your favorite team to scrim against so far? Like which team you see on the scrim and you're like, oh, this will be a fun game?
Okay. There's teams that there's teams you have an agenda for, because in the beginning, as you probably would guess, that we were like, if me and Ant, we were getting used to the game. So there'd be times they would get us. We would win some, we'd lose 1 or 2 here. We'd win a lot, lose 1 or 2 here. But the ones that we lost, we'd be like, we got to get that back. So in the beginning, it was Gen G. So like we haven't played Gen G in maybe like 2 weeks, I believe, a week and a half. But when we played them, it was always a sweat. Like every game was like ESPN sweat type of game, And so it was them. And then now I would say maybe the Pistons a little bit, because they caught us a couple times from home and all that good stuff.
Versus Radiant will always be fun. That's always
yeah. And he's really good this year. So yeah, it was I would say those 2 teams as of right now.
Cool. Gen G and the Pistons. Champ, any other questions you want to relay through?
You can relay some.
I mean,
I got a question for Champ. Why in God's name do you have us from the tip off?
I just hear great things, man.
Champ, you talked a lot about us before the season started. I don't know about the Kings. I don't know about Mama. And now you're picking us for a tip off. I just want to know what changed.
Evidence.
Evidence changed? What, you got inside information on scrims? How the fuck are you getting scrims?
I don't know.
I need to know this too. Nobody told me nothing.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so we got a little rat. We got a little rat in the facility. I gotta sniff them out. That's what you're telling me.
There's a couple.
There's a couple. Okay, all right, interesting.
I mean, it definitely got cracked down. I'll say that it's definitely calmed down.
Oh, that's actually the crazy part of this. How's Indy? We've heard so little about it besides rumbling and rumors and some really like interesting shit. Like, what is Indianapolis like? Does it feel like a fucking summer camp? Like, what's the vibe?
It's a fraternity, bro.
If you're from Indiana, don't take this the wrong way, but it is fucking terrible. Like,
damn, you ain't fucking with Indy?
No, it's terrible. The weather is fucking disgusting. It's terrible. You wake up and you see gloomy. By the way, I got sick.
You got to give it like another month.
No. I'm gonna wait till like summer because that's when the heat hits. But as of right now, the weather is terrible. One moment you see a little bit of sun, next moment it's 30 degrees outside. Next moment it's snowing. It's terrible. And like I said, There was a little bit of a flu bug that went around, so some people caught that. But it just hasn't been pleasant. And then on top of that, all the stores close at like 9 p.m. I'm from a big city. I'm from a big city, so like I look at my phone like at 10:30, 11. I want to get some food. All I see right there is Taco Bell, and I'm not eating that. So at that point, I'm just starving myself, So
they're not feeding you?
Huh?
You're not eating, man? That's crazy, bro.
Well, I'm not eating Taco Bell.
Oh man. No. So where's the content though? Where's all the mama on
Champ, I don't think you understand, man. I don't think you understand how this works. I can't sit here and do content while I'm practicing. It's not how it works.
Not according to Champ.
Huh?
Not according to Champ.
Yeah,
Content all the time.
I mean, I could do content for sure. I can, if I wanted to muster up and do some content, I think I could. But players, I don't want to bother anybody after they just practice for 7 hours straight. Like that, I don't know. I just think that's a little bit too much. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and troll somebody for like an hour,
Mm-hmm.
And I could do my own stream, but what am I streaming? What am I talking about? Like, I know that you even sit up here sometimes and you'll run out of options, things to talk about, because like at what point, you gotta have something,
Yeah.
What am I gonna sit here and talk about scrims all day and give everybody information about scrims? No, that's you gotta wait. You gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of tuning in. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true. Not wrong. Why don't like, are you guys not allowed to like stream like a tens? Like, I know people are running tens lobbies like for scrims. Like, are you guys not allowed to stream that?
I don't think they're allowed to show anything to me. I haven't played any tens, but I'm sure that you can. I mean, if you were to show tens and you're watching, then you automatically have information on the league before it comes out, and especially with all the bullshit going on with it, if you were to gamble on it or whatever the case may be. So you can only talk about so much,
Yep.
But it's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's gonna be really interesting. I think
you guys play it. You guys play at 9 o'clock. You guys play against the Warriors. You got
we play the Big Bad Warriors, so that's gonna be a really fun game to play. Of course, always.
Tips off at 7 o'clock. You got Dukes and Pacers, Bucks and Mavs at 7.
Okay, so here's the question I got for you, champ. Who scores the first point this year? You can answer this too, Harris. Who scores the first point?
First point of the 2K League.
Well, you got the Bucks, Mavs on the other side. Who's on broadcast tomorrow?
Yeah, they got to be on broadcast.
Dukes, Pacers.
It has to be a team that's on like the screen. I guess.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay. I think it's more likely that Mavs Bucks game is going to be on screen. Like
no, we're doing Ducks Pacers first. They're Dukes.
Yeah, it has to be Dukes Pacers. Dukes is new. They gotta be Dukes.
Oh yeah.
And plus, I mean, it's the MVP versus the new team. It's easy.
Yeah.
I got my guy Simo with the first bucket.
Oh,
okay.
I got the reigning MVP 630.
Okay.
I think they win the. I think
first
they win the
bucket.
shot.
Say it again.
You said first bucket.
First bucket. Yeah.
Ooh, Lord Beezus in the corner.
Okay, I like that.
No, I think what happens is they're gonna win the tip, right? Because Polo's gonna win the tip, and
y'all know who I have. You guys know who I have.
Is it the Great Vandini? Or no?
It's just Stanley LeBron. Stanley LeBron.
During the spaces today, this is his 5th season, man. People don't talk about it. This is year 5 for Majestic.
It's year 5 for him. Dude. He's playing lockdown, which I think is his best position. So I'm really excited to see him play tomorrow before our game. No, they're in our group. Remember,
every Lord Beezus team is a good team.
Oh wait a minute, no, but PGs are in mud actually, so I don't know if it would be.
I'm excited. I predict a Stanley LeBron pluck all the way to the house, and I'm thinking a dunk to start off a 2K.
That's crazy.
Wait, actually, hold on. Good question about the builds. Wait, are the guards actually stuck in mud? Like, what is movement like?
No,
this year? I know you're not like the craziest dribbler.
No, movement's really good.
Game works.
I heard it got better. I heard it got better.
Good.
Are you at the 2?
I've heard this is the best league build of all time.
I haven't.
You at the 2, Mama?
I have. At the 2. What are you talking about the 2? You talking about shooting guard?
Yeah, like technically.
No, I'm playing point guard. No, I'm playing point guard. But I would say the best league build. I wouldn't. It's good. It's a really good league build. I think it just.
I got to go one.
I think it's what you think it is, but no. I believe the point guards move good, and I think they green well.
Okay,
so I don't know.
Question about the lockdown position, right? So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts about like someone or is the lockdown? What's that position that does like that? People, it was I think it was lock. What is your thoughts on lock? Like taking that build that doesn't have free throw.
What do you mean? Oh, like people using a build without free throw?
Yeah, like the one of the park builds, like for 5v5 as like a
So
like
my thing with the park bills is tomorrow is that like every year they usually tell us the bills before we go into the game. Like we know who we're going against before we go into the game. Not players. I'm talking about the build itself. So if you do come out with a park build, especially if you're a guard, if you come out with a park build, I will foul you and put you in the bonus with 1 second to go in, like 1 second to start the game, and I'll put you on the free throw line every time. You will basically become a spot up shooter because every time you touch the ball, we're going to intentionally foul you.
Wow, so it's like that, huh?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you'll
Cool.
probably out of like I would say out of like
great
four.
counter. That's a great counter to like to making sure that it doesn't like infect the league. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, I've seen like I think Bear just trolled with it one game. Like this is early, and he was like, "Oh, just foul me, see what happens." And we were in like a close game with him, and we fouled him, and I think he went like 1 for 4 on free throws or something like that. So
So it's bad. Like it's actually 25.
yeah,
Like,
it's less than I would say. Like you're missing it 65-70% of the time.
Jeez.
Yeah. So it's not. So you got to really green it. You really got to get in your bag to green it, which I just don't think is worth it because every time you're in the bonus, you're getting fouled. Like every time.
What's your favorite build so far? I don't know. I don't know if you want to tell us like what you're unveiling tomorrow, but I
No,
have a build.
everyone's using the damn near the same build. It's the 6
Which
foot.
one is it?
The 6 foot.
Yeah. Okay. I figured it's number 2.
Yeah,
of course.
This thing's nuts.
Everyone. That's the one with free throw and a little bit of down. Everyone's using the same build.
So the shooting is just as cracked as last year, or just like a little worse?
I think the shooting is more cracked this year.
Damn.
What position?
Yeah.
What position do you think is going to win MVP this year?
What position do I think is going to win MVP?
Yeah, is it going to be a guard or is it going to be somebody else?
I think I think it's going to be a guard. I would believe that it's going to be a guard, but don't rule out a center that gets fed because a center that gets fed and has stick, he can average like 2-3 steals a game, a couple of blocks, 20
like
and 10.
a Rhea or shots.
Yeah, Rhea shots,
like
Dane.
30 and 18. This
Yeah,
year.
Rhea shots, Dane. You don't even want to sleep on like I would say Ramo, but I think
Radiant
the way
have the ball a little bit.
the way Radiant plays, Radiant moves really well. So the way he plays is like I don't know, it's gonna be tough. But like you said, Dane, shots, Rhea. There's a couple more centers that I've seen that can do it, but I would think it's gonna be a guards award.
Is there a rookie out there that has shocked you, like that was better than you expected?
Yeah, end season.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
That's funny.
So, Mama, I got a very. This is a time to be politically correct. Probably gonna get asked this come this week. But like, how much do you think you changed from season 1, like the kid you were season 1 to now?
A lot. I take the game very serious, right? But I don't let it affect my brain as much. Like in the past, like if there was a mistake that happened from one of my teammates, I would spaz and I'd be like, "Oh, Joe, what the fuck are you doing?" Da, da, da. And I think that sometimes you still need that just a little bit, just to keep everybody on their toes, keep them accountable. But I just take it to the extreme, and I think that's the biggest difference that I have. And then also just speaking to my teammates and like letting them know what I want and what I need. Like I told you guys earlier about me and Dane just speaking and like how we don't argue anymore. And it's kind of just like free flowing offense. And if it's not working, we just talk it out real quick, trying to figure out. He gives me some pointers, whatever the case may be. But I think that's the biggest difference, just being more mature.
Do you think that came with having like a tough season, or it just came with time?
Just came with time. I was like that last season. So last season was the big switch for me, where I didn't really start spazzing, to be honest with you, until like halfway into the season, where I was like, "Yo, we might not like playoffs. Like, we got to pick this shit up. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, type of thing." But again, it wasn't the same spaz that I would have season 1, season 2, where we'd walk in, practice one scrimmage, we have a bad scrimmage, and we'd get the fuck out of there because I was like, I'm not playing no more. You know, So it's a complete 360.
Do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage being an indie as a team?
What you said? You're cut out. What you say?
I said, is it an advantage or a disadvantage being an indie as a team?
Being in Indy.
Being in indie.
I think that. I mean, I think it depends on your team. Like, okay, so for example, if a bad team, right? Let's just say we're a horror team, and we lose multiple games in a row, I don't expect any of my teammates to go out here and start talking about each other and like that. I just know the group of guys we have on our team.
Yeah.
Now, for another team that might be horrid, they might lose a couple games, and next thing you know, they're walking outside, and I go up to them and be like, "Oh, how you feeling?" You know, just saying those words. And next thing you know, like, "Oh, I can't do this, man. I need to play this. I need to play that," and that's how rumors start. And you know, there's a lot of crazy guys over here, like guys are a lot. Yeah.
Is everybody hanging out with just their team, or do you see a lot of intermingling between the teams now? Because that's got to be different based off the past 2 years where you were stuck inside with them all the time.
Yeah, so like our neighbors is Lakers gaming. So basically, how like when we walk in, it's us, and then it's Lakers, and then and then down the hall is the Warriors. So we see those faces a lot, the most. But every time we see them, we're saying hi. Like, especially the Lakers, crazy can't get enough of us. Crazy might as well throw on a Kings guard jersey for all I know. Like, that guy can't get enough of us. So every time he's hopping in our room making jokes, which is great, And then we see Reg and Reese, and we go with them to the Y. And we went to the Y with the Warriors. They've been a little bit busy doing whatever, but we see the Heat. So every time we see them, it's not like socially awkward, but you can tell when somebody's in that mode of just locking in, like leave them alone to where they have like the like energy bouncing off the wall. So
yeah, interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, the Indianapolis part of this is, I think, the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Like it's a real different setup than usual. Like there, I don't want to say that there's actually going to be fights and stuff, but like. Competition can make people get a little physical. The teams are going to be close to each other. They're going to live near each other. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to be kind of interesting.
It's gonna be some fights on Mass Ave.
So for example, like just to put that in perspective, like the Lakers and Warriors played one day because they're not in the same group, right? But we're right next to the Lakers and the Warriors are right down the hall. Now, obviously, they're good friends, but like. Whenever a team picks momentum, you heard the shouting and the banging and all that BS. You can hear it. So when we play the Warriors tomorrow, I'm sure when we get hyped up or they get hyped up, we will hear it. We're that close. Nuts. Yeah, so it's not like we're not like too far away from each other where it's like, oh, I won't hear them. No, I'll hear Hezzy screaming at the top of his lungs.
Oh, so it's like a stage game down there.
Yeah. Are there non-2K personnel like near you guys? Like what's the setup physically like?
I believe there's like a D2 football team next to us, or like I don't know what. There is some sort of sport team on like the building next to us, and sometimes we play music. They tell us like to turn it off because they're in a meeting.
Do you guys play in the pavilion? Like I'm so confused, like where you guys even play.
No, so you guys the live? Pavilion. There's the pavilion, and then literally right next to the pavilion, there's a center where you go inside, you go in the elevator, you go up to the 5th floor, and then there's about like 4 or 5 rooms on each side. And that's where the teams go in. So, like I told you guys, teams on our side. So on the other side, it's like Ducks, the Sixers, the Jazz, the Pistons, the Celtics. Like they're on that side. So, and they're all next to each other. So like when you see them playing each other and they're screaming and yelling, I'm sure the other team can hear them. Like almost 100%. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the studio yet?
No, we haven't. I'm really excited for that.
On the broadcast? Oh, sorry.
I need to get. And we need to make it out of our group so I can get on stage here because that'll be the first time I'll be back on stage since season 2. And I need that feeling again.
I'm sure.
I need that feeling again.
How would the broadcast work? Are they going to show like the whole team, or are they going to like do?
I think it's just point guard.
It's going to be like the 5x5 player box.
I believe it's just point guard because I think I'm the only one with a camera on top of my computer. I could be wrong, or monitor. I could be wrong, but based off what I've seen.
For remote, that wouldn't surprise me. For in person, it might be a little different. But yeah, I mean, the renders that they've been releasing of the studio have been beautiful.
It looks gorgeous. I can't wait. But bro, you got to give me a discount here, bro, because $15 a day.
Hey, that's
it's OD in it, bro.
My head,
it's OD in it. Give me an email. Send me an email.
Somebody got to pay my salary, right?
I guess just send me an email. And
he said someone got to pay my salary.
All right. I'm about to get out of here, bro. It was good talking to you guys, and let's turn it up for tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow, man. Freak show after. Freak show after.
Nah, he's gonna wait out.
If we get some good outcomes tomorrow, we might get a huge freak show.
Okay.
You only got one game.
Before you go, hold on, wait. One last thing before you go. You got the Dubs tomorrow. How you feeling about the Dubs?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of. this is if
Big game.
if there was any way to script this, Harris, it would start with the Warriors the first game. That's the only way to script it.
Okay.
If we were to go on and win the championship this year, the first game and the last game would probably have to be against the Warriors. So
Okay.
Ooh,
if that
you heard it
wouldn't be
first.
able to happen because of conferences, so we'd have to see them in the Western Conference Finals, and then that would be my way of getting to the finals because there's no way around them. You got to go through them. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I know it's gonna be a good game, and I know that they got a lot of good people on that team. Like Antoine's coming up and all that good stuff. So I'm excited.
Good. Shit, yeah, we are too. I think you guys are on broadcast tomorrow night, so that should be fun.
I hope so. We should.
Oh,
be. I mean,
that's prime TV.
Yeah, that's probably the best matchup.
That's prime.
I heard so far.
That's the prime game at 9:00. That's the perfect time for a game.
Ooh man, in season. Ooh, that's
you guys have a good one, all right?
be
All
solid.
right, man, have a good one.
All right, man.
Nah, that's probably the game of the night. I'm not gonna lie. Like
That's game of the night.
I'm looking at it right now. Like the only other game is Wiz Gen G. I'm interested in. Like that's 8:00. That's perfect though. Like you got 8:00. You got Gen G versus Wiz. You got 9:00.
Well, fix your mic, champ.
Yeah, your mic sucks.
There's nothing I can do. It's Discord. Ass.
Gosh.
I don't know why it does this, bro. I don't know why.
Your volume probably cuts out. You gotta change the volume here.
Let me see. I don't know why it
Your
does
voice
this.
Yeah,
cuts out.
we get tomorrow is Dukes, Pacers, Wiz, Gen G, and Warriors, Kings on the big screen, and then we finish off with Raptors, Grizz.
What's that?
Oh yes, oh
Man.
yes. Do I need Raptors, Grizz tomorrow to end
Raptors
off
Grizz
this one.
Raptors
I
Grizz is
need
gonna be
that in a syringe or not an
So
because I don't know who
syringe?
the fuck is gonna win. But that is
A
definitely going to be
syringe?
one of the weirdest 2K games in history.
So-
Dimes is going to be at center. Spartan might be at lock. Fucking who knows where J Money is going to play? Who knows where J Rod's going to play? Like who knows where AA is
man.
going to play? We could say AA and frickin' Sharp tomorrow. Who the hell knows? It's going to be some weird shit, dude. Types at the 4.
Yeah, I think Raptors run away with that. I heard Fanta.
Right. I forgot.
Fanta-
They're big saying it lock. What a
Oh
team.
man,
Oh, my
Fanta
God.
had like a rough start, right? And then he figured stuff out since then. That's what I'm hearing.
Bro, and do you know what's nuts? I've heard that Kenny looks awesome. What do they do if Kenny looks better than Fanta? Do they put Kenny back at the 1?
I think they just go whatever works if
What
they're
if
winning.
Dimes isn't good at center and he gets upset? Do they put him back at point guard?
They throw him a lot.
No, power forward.
And say go 4.
No. You put him in the retirement home at that point. You're put him in lock. That's brutal.
Damn.
Yeah, hide him in the corner, man. That boy's legit.
Most point guards,
It's
when they get
9-7-3.
put at lock, don't make it back. I think
That's
the
gonna
only
say,
one that
that's-
did is Sherm. Sherm's the only one that made it back.
That's where PGs go to die, bro. They go to
That's
lock.
where they go to die. You go to lock, and then you get a season on power forward, and then that's it.
Oh man, hey, compete, hey, Shaka, hey,
Shaka.
Shaka, that's tough. That's tough. Shaka, that's tough.
No, dude. He competes the OG, man. I don't know. Maybe if the Jazz win the title, maybe we'll get a
Oh,
JT, that's tough.
bro, they really got
I
Raptors
mean-
Grizz.
I mean,
Hey, that boy Harris throwing shots. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest this year, bro. I guess we got.
Hey, man, you get
honesty this year.
You get a stand up desk and get to acting crazy.
Oh, dude, I was wilding out during the spaces today too.
I missed it.
I
I
was making fun of the Lakers for going 3-25 last year.
Damn, man, Nacho has it so good, but he can literally not even do anything and probably be a better team than the last 2 seasons.
Listen, bro, if he could just win 3 games, he's good. 3 games.
Yes.
That's all you got to do. 3 games.
That man got a good deal. I guess there's some solid numbers around there. I wonder, with them, it's more of like you were saying before, who the best 2 players are going to have to show up. Of course, we think it's Reg and Crazy, but it's from an ego standpoint, how are those guys going to really mesh if they're losing games? How is that team going to work if they start losing a couple?
And also, just man, we keep saying losing games, bro. They're playing 5 games,
That's
and
true.
then they're done.
Bro, that is
There is
crazy.
there's nothing else that comes after. You don't win during those 5 games. No more 5v5 for a month. I know, it was funny. We did our production call today, and Matt Arden, the head of content, is a lot of broadcast days today. It's going to go slowly. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I was like, no shot. Because we're doing 2 weeks of remote play, and then we're in person for a week, and then we're on to 3v3. Then we do the same thing when we're back to 5v5. This season is going to absolutely fly. Like, before we know it, the tip-off is going to be over. Like, it is going to fly. We have so many fewer games to play. 5 games per team. 24 times 5. It's 120 games in 2 weeks. That's 60 games a week. That's it.
Are these one game that they're playing? They're not playing series?
Best of ones.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I think.
How good is Portland's internet?
No idea. I don't think teams that we talked about and have thought about it, but like until you're in it, like I don't think we realize how different this season's really going to be from a 5v5 standpoint. Like you have to put the game down, go play a different game mode, and then pick the game back up and try to win again. It's a lot, man. It's.
I mean, you think the teams that are out of it are still scrimming each other 5v5 during that time? Or
I don't know.
Are they just working on 3v3 at that point? And then how do you really practice 3v3? Are you just running into...
The balance as a coach is going to be so hard.
You're just running on the PS5? Like, you just playing, like, Pro-Am, but, like, stage? Or are you just, like, just throwing it in there and trying to make some default builds?
Are there teams that'll just say, screw it to 3v3, and will just continue training for 5v5?
No, there probably will be. I would not doubt it that teams are going to focus solely on 5v5. Like, there's going to be teams that just like don't. I think after the first 3v3 tournament, once a team thinks they're shit, they're not going to focus on 3v3 at all. Like if I think they play that first 3v3 and they're like, damn, we don't got it in this. Let's just focus on 5v5. So let's focus on as after the slam. You're gonna see a shift of teams that are just focusing solely on 5v5. Like that's it.
It's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be like stressful. Like teams are gonna get like shit is gonna hit the fan fast. So like people don't understand. Like before you had a whole season for this to progress. Literally after this tournament, I wouldn't be shocked if like players
still got tip off.
I'm just saying,
you still got ticket.
No, but it's like.
But that's the thing. Like, you do have the ticket, but you also like.
It's quick.
Don't.
It's how quick it gets there,
dude. If you're bad in the tip-off right now, with how the point structure is set up and getting to the playoffs, if you don't come away with at least 3 points, you're like big fucked. Like you're in big trouble, especially in the Western Conference. Like you come away with 1 point or even 2 points, and other teams have 3 and 4. Like, still, we haven't changed the playoff structure. 5 teams still go to the playoffs with 1 extra team through the ticket. Like, that hasn't changed. So, I don't know. I think the intensity of these games and the competitiveness of these games is going to be...
Harris, I have a question.
It's going to be nuts.
So,
last question, then I got to go.
I'm trying to figure out the point system. Obviously, I know, like, you have it structured, but... Yeah. Will we know all the 5 playoff teams by turn, or will teams be competing in the ticket to
We will
solidify?
have seeding weeks before the ticket to add in some extra regular season games.
Oh, okay.
That'll come at the end of the season.
Okay, I was just curious if like a team had all right, a team just had to make it to the final 4 to
play
get
a minimum of 15 games is too few. So I'm pretty sure they bumped that number up to like 20, which is good. Like they should be playing more games. So the most points you can realistically make every tournament is, at least for 5v5, is 11, because there's 5 group stage tournaments, 3 bracket stage, and then winning the tip-off is worth 3 points. So it's 11, 22, 33, probably like 38. I think 38 points is probably the most that you can get in 5v5 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I got to roll. I'll stream in like an hour and a half.
Sounds good, man. I'm going to be doing bold predictions on stream anyway, so.
Cool. Have fun.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yay. Man, let me ask you, Yay. First of all, are you ready for the tip-off tournament tomorrow?
I'm more than
Jesus Christ.
Echo full storm. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, I know it feels me. I was saying content's going to be back. The yay ladder's coming back.
Yeah, I saw you getting yelled at for your yay ladders, man. What's going on?
Man, when am I not getting yelled at? They're putting me in the same boat as you now, champ.
Good. They're calling you. They're calling you names. They're yelling at you.
All they're gonna do is start taking my quotes out of context now, and then I'm right there with you.
Yeah, no, and then you're gonna the league's gonna think you're like this evil, like this bad influence, all this stuff. It's great, man.
Yeah, slippery slope, man. Slippery slope. But yeah, I'm hyped, and then I'm still trying to keep up with the whole pro-am stuff too. So maybe we able to bridge the gap that way in the content space. But
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking forward to it, especially to see how much different it'll be with it being remote play transitioning into in stage in the middle of the year instead of just waiting to the playoffs and seeing how, and then be able to watch it in person as a fan. I've never been able to watch the 2K League in person
you're gonna be
as a
it's
fan when I'm not a player. So, and I'm really excited about that too as well. But hey, Matt, you're in the chat. Man, shoot me an email, man. I'm not paying $15 a day, man. We gotta work something out. Season pass or something.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be a season pass. There's no way that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll pay money for a season pass, not a daily thing though.
That's crazy. $15. Think about it. If you're there for like 4 days, you just spent freaking
$60 to walk through the door.
Dude, I've gotten into bars cheaper than that. Like I've gotten into clubs cheaper than that. That's crazy.
I could have a decent night in Miami cheaper than that. That's nuts.
$15, dude. Like I'm pretty sure like I've had like I could get a lot of alcohol in a bar with $15.
Yeah. If I'm paying $60, I am pre-gaming in the parking lot, grill and all, with a TV setup.
All I'm saying is if I'm paying $15, there better be an open bar there.
You in the same boat? Come on now, man. Give me a wristband, man.
There's no way they're making you pay, Matt. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way. We're slamming beers at my apartment, then, Matt. We're just gonna drink at my house and watch the games. If that's the case,
Bro, I might have to sleep like on like Ye's floor if that's the case, bro. Like I was gonna come to India and I was like, oh man, I'll be fine with getting a room, but $15 a night. I mean, I get freaking like imagine like you walk out and they're like, and I lose my wristband. They're like, yeah, you got to pay 15 again. I'd be like, yeah, you got it, man.
For real, you got it, bro.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. That's crazy, dude.
Do you know if games are gonna be on ESPN too or anything?
No, I doubt that. Are you excited for the season? What do you mean? Are we excited for the season? No, we're fucking pissed. God damn it, bro. The season's starting. Damn it. God, sucks. God damn it, bro. The season's starting tomorrow, bro. God.
Big West, what size shoe you wear? I see more shoe stuff than Hornet stuff on your page.
I'm listen, man. He's not thinking about the season. He knows what's coming.
Man,
he knows what's coming, man. He knows the season.
13, god damn.
Listen, man. He's preparing for the storm, man. He knows it's not gonna be that same type of year. Focused on the shoes now. All right.
Big West he's a good coach though.
He's a good coach.
They might figure something out.
Hey, listen, man. Every great coach has to have a bad year, man.
You gotta think.
Coach K didn't win the championship every year, man.
In the 4 years that we've had, has there ever been a? Because right now, they got Glenn and Hyde in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a backcourt duo that we were like, nah, they're gonna be terrible, and then they end up being solid?
Yeah.
Other than me and Kuda.
Yeah. Other than that, bro, like, dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. I've never seen a team like usually when we know the really bad teams, we know the really bad teams. I don't think there's ever been a really bad team that we were just like, whoa, they're good. You know what I mean? I think the one team that shocked me last year was the Celtics. They were better. Oh,
Celtics were better now.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, no. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. You gotta give it to him.
I'm giving it to him.
Oh shit! Hey, oh man, that boy, he fresh out the Henny wings.
Oh no, he's coming in. He is. Oh man, there's like steam coming out of his ears and everything, bro.
He's coming in hot. He R80 in here. Oh yeah, I'm
no.
I'm ducking.
Talk to me, Big West. Talk to me. Oh, he's got the whole team.
What?
I heard I heard talking in the background. I thought he had the whole team.
No, I had to mute your stream. What you talk about out here, champ? Like, what storm? What did we talk about here?
You're getting ready for the storm, man. It's about to be a bumpy ride. All right, man.
What, the storm of the season?
Yeah, it's about to be a rough year for you, man. I'm sorry.
Why you think that?
I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna be real. Listen, you got it, man. Like you lost all your players to retirement, man. There's nothing you could have done.
I don't care about that.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's looking rough. I've heard some things. I've heard
What
something.
you hearing? What you hearing out here, man?
I heard that you guys were the punching bag.
Damn. Well, I like that.
I heard.
I
heard you're one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference, or maybe the league.
I mean, like what? But like, wait. I mean, I guess you don't gotta say where your source is coming from, but like, are you seeing it? Like, are you obviously you got scrim film. You know, you got that kind of access. So is this something you're saying, or is this something you heard?
I've seen and heard. I've seen and heard you guys. I've seen one or two games of you guys, and based off what I've seen, I mean, I think you guys are solid, but I think I think you're
solid. Everyone the worst.
But because there's so many good teams in the league. There's so the level of competitiveness has only gone up every year. Like there's a lot of good teams in the league this year. Like being solid is being one of the worst.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Like
being one of the worst.
Like you are going to be one of the worst teams this year.
I beg to differ. I don't think we will.
I mean, of course you don't think you will.
I beg to differ.
Wes. So what do you think would be the identity of team with the players you have now compared to like what it was last year? Just the identity.
What a great question. I think we still find our identity, to be honest.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, I guess. Yeah, I think we still find our identity. I don't think we really found our true identity yet.
How you feel about tomorrow?
Huh?
How you feel about tomorrow?
I feel great about tomorrow, man. It's game day. I'm always excited for game day.
I know you are, man. You're gonna be hyped up. You're gonna be shouting. I'm excited. You always bring that energy. You always bring that energy. That's the best thing about you.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the game tomorrow, man. You know.
You missed yourself?
I can't wait till 10:00.
And at West, everybody, no one believes in you, man. Everyone's thinking the same thing, man. Not a soul in the stadium believes that you are gonna win. I think you guys are gonna get flooded.
Or just win in general.
In general, I think tomorrow you guys get flooded by the Knicks.
God damn. Uppercut.
Nah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
But you ain't gonna get a rise out of West. You might get one out of Crown. If Crown's listening, you'll get one out of Crown. You're not gonna get it out of West.
Crown gonna come in here with like the WWE entrance, bro. He's gonna come out of
Crown is Stone Cold Steve Austin in these situations.
I want to do the Knicks feel that way.
What'd you say?
I said I want to do the Knicks feel like how you feel.
I just think that they got a complete roster, man. I think you guys don't know who you are yet.
Nah, we still don't have our identity yet. You know, we still trying to figure that out.
You also got to understand, champ. That front court is not bad. Yeah, like Icy, Crown, and DJ.
I mean, shit. I'm looking at his goal for this. He said, "I said the worst gonna be the worst lock in the Eastern." Shit.
Icy is not a bad lock. Icy is a good lock. I don't know what the scrims are looking like, but like from what I've known, like pre-draft, Icy's not bad. Like, and then DJ and Crown are interchangeable. So,
listen, man. I think your ceiling is you guys will be a ticket team fighting for that 6th seed, man. You guys will be fighting. I think that you guys will be a bottom 3 team in the conference. I think you're gonna have one of the worst offenses in the league. I think Icy will be a bottom lock in the Eastern Conference, and it's gonna be the worst year in your franchise ever.
I mean, yeah, my franchise got high expectations, so I understand.
I know.
I understand that. I think we're gonna be all right, though. I think you're more worried than I am.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, they got Coach West there, man. They got Coach West. It doesn't matter. I know. Listen, man. I want to see West succeed, but I just don't see it this year, man. I don't see it with this team.
You understand Rigby will come back too. Like Rigby's gonna probably come back at one point too.
I mean, hopefully, I hope so.
Yeah. So Ruby comes back, that's good too.
If,
But I mean, I don't know
that,
when. But.
that is like a superhero coming back to save the day.
But I mean, like, what's the worst part you heard about our team, champ? I mean, you got a lot to say. I mean, like, what's the worst part you heard? You muted, champ. I can hear you now.
Yeah, no. Based off what I saw, I saw you guys losing by like 20, 30 points multiple times.
It be like that some days.
Like, I don't know if it's just some days. I've seen. I don't know. I've seen it quite a few times. So I mean, listen. Based off of what I seen,
So we never
King,
won a scrim either. Is that what you're saying? We never won. We never beat a team by 30.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say like everyone beats each other.
No, I'm saying we haven't never beat a team by 30 points.
That I don't know. That I didn't see.
That don't get talked about.
Nope.
I'm saying, I don't know.
I like that.
That I don't know.
I'm trying to see what these scrims talk about. I'm trying to watch these.
Mm-hmm. Discord's a crazy thing, man.
I love it, man. I love Discord. I wish I was in that Discord to see that shit. What you see? Jesus Christ!
You need to plug me in on the NatPex Discord. What's
Put me on the source. I want to see it.
Yeah, man.
It's probably Colonel.
Based off what I see, you guys are a solid defensive team. Offensive, I don't like your offense at all.
What you don't like about it?
I mean, I don't think King Hod. I don't think he's that good. I don't think King Hod's that good. I think Glenn has sparks here and there. Like I see him here and there playing well, but besides that, I don't really see anything else.
Do you believe in progression?
I do. I think that you guys will get better throughout the year, but this is a quick season, man. Like this after this tournament, if you don't do well, bro, it gets a little scary. Like it's a quick season.
It's never scary when you got the ticket.
You thinking about ticket already?
He's already got ticket vibes.
I'm just saying, like, the ticket always gonna give you a shot.
Coach West got his whole puncher. That was.
The ticket gonna always give you a shot, man.
I know.
Ticket always give you a shot, right?
Hey, yeah, you got your championship off the ticket now. Come on now, nigga.
hey, I want to talk about the ticket before the first game though.
You always give you a shot, man. You know, so I think every team shouldn't feel counted out until the ticket over with.
That's fair.
I don't know, man. Ticket's hell, bro. That's literally you're going to hell.
Ticket's gulag.
Yo, you fighting, bro. You got people jumping you from every direction in that ticket, bro.
Especially two tickets way harder than the first.
Hey, champ.
What's up?
That like the team that actually win the ticket will make more money than the fifth and the fourth seed.
Oh, because they win that prize.
Oh, you win the ticket, yeah.
They win.
Oh, he said, "Oh man."
He said, "Listen, we making money here. All right, that's what we do here in Charlotte." No.
Big West is talking about the bread.
What's your thoughts on that?
What's my thoughts on the on like you winning money for the ticket, winning more money than 4 and 5?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I think that's like kind of silly. I think that it doesn't make sense. But I understand why they're trying to make the ticket relevant. I understand the relevancy around the ticket, but you still got to have 4 and 5 make more money. Like if that's the case, I think what's your thoughts on like the awards with money? Like what's your thoughts on that?
I think that's great. It's a great incentive for the players.
You think players are gonna like try to boost their stats during games, or do you think
they do that anyway?
Man, they were doing it anyway without no money on the line. So I expect it to be worse than that.
Man, imagine if Chalk was still here. Oh man!
Oh my God, Chalk would have a triple double every game.
Yeah, for real. He'd be Chalk dropping every time for the board.
He'd be Westbrook out there fighting for rebound. Bro, that should be crazy.
For real, Chalk run the center,
bro. Nah,
hey, man.
Listen, Wes, man.
I'm excited for the season. You know, I'm excited to watch my guys start their 2K League debut, man. I'm excited to watch Glenn show everybody why he deserved to be a part of this league. I'm excited. I'm excited for Crown sophomore campaign.
Man, all I know is it's tomorrow. If they go crazy, yay! You know the first thing that's gonna happen to me.
Man, you know if the Hornets win, you're gonna hear about it. I'm gonna probably hear about it too by association.
Listen, I heard about it when the Hawks won last year, bro. The Hawks won a couple games. I literally got it. Like I was getting stampeded.
I did too, yeah, because I had the preview on them and I heard about it.
Oh my god, bro.
They got quiet for the rest of the season, but I heard about it early.
They were like they jumped me, man.
You get jumped no matter what. You
Yo.
can't even vote teams to win, so you're
Yeah, now, I got Mama out here like, yo, don't predict me to win.
Who you got in group?
Who I got? I'll pull it up right now. I literally had I literally had Sherm, I had Jack and JT on here, bro. We were doing all that.
I missed that shit, man. I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you go back?
I just pulled it up.
Group is.
Oh man, you had legends on there today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Knicks is easily coming out number one.
The only thing that's questionable is
it's like Knicks, and I think it'll be a drop off. I don't even know who's number two. Maybe the Nets and the Raptors.
I think that last spot in Group D is a fight between the Grizz, Magic, and Hornets. It's a fight for that last spot. The other three, I feel, are locked. I feel Raptors, Nets, and Knicks are locked.
Yeah. Knicks are bad. Knicks are bad. I'd be stunned. I ain't gonna lie.
Why?
You gotta understand, like Duke. I mean, I guess I don't know anything about Duck since like first month the game came out. But regression from season 3 to season 4, it looked really good last year. Bringing back the same core guys and getting like one of the best locks in the draft in the first round. Kind of picking up where you left off. They had that big run going into through the ticket and second round of the playoffs before running into the best team the 2K League ever had. And then they got Carey, who's I think he's going to be able to prove himself this year. And in terms of looking out on paper, I think they have the best like set roster in that group by a mile. And then, but I think the one thing we have to like kind of the one question mark is Malik kind of like falling into middle of the pack, like two guard. He's not what he was like first couple seasons. How good is Duck going to be? I think those are like kind of the question marks here. But if we just go off expectations alone, I think Knicks are dog walking.
I think
so. The Knicks going 5-0.
Now they're going.
I mean, they might go 4-1.
I don't think. There's no one's gonna go 5-0 besides like God. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna go 5-0.
Nobody's going 5-0, bro.
I think everyone's gonna drop at least one.
Maybe Warriors, maybe on some bullshit.
No, Warriors kind of look at they're in the group of death though. Warriors are literally in the group of death.
True, but you got that same core group. You got Keenan. I think those close games, like they're probably the most prepared to deal with close games out of everybody in the league right now.
I think a team that's most likely to go 5-0 is Gen G inside of that C group because I feel like there's a lot of teams in there that are sweet.
They still got to get the sub for Headsy, so that's already chemistry.
They got time
right there.
I mean,
they got time to cook.
Yeah, from what I'm told, I think it was time. Is that
the
team? I think
for how many games? One?
Two games.
So they could drop a game there. I think Headsy's better than Timely a lot.
Yeah, their first game is against Wizards, which we don't know what's like truly the Wizards. I mean, and then Gen G plays the Heat. After that, Gen G, I mean, then they get Hezzy back. They go against a Hawks team. They go against Celtics. Celtics, and then Sixers the last game.
And then you're dealing with tip-off Sixers too. So like, I don't know about.
It might be they might. Well, yeah, actually, they're probably gonna go 5. Like they might be like in the middle of the pack with just the way it's set up. It depends on the whole time. It depends. Those first 2 games are big. Like missing out on Hezzy is big. Like that's huge.
This outside is big.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out of our group chat. You heard it here first. We coming out.
Look at hot. That's a hot one.
We coming out of our group chat.
I mean, they got a chance, but like Grizz.
Listen, man, you know how many times I've doubted this Hornets team?
Grizz,
Every goddamn year I doubt this Hornets team. This dude comes out and does some crazy crap with this team, bro. I don't know if West.
I thought last year's team was gonna be solid. I knew it. I think everybody knew last year.
West got like some like voodoo crap. I don't know, man. I don't know. He got like he be like doing some rituals. I don't know what's going on over there.
It's the wings, bro.
It's the wings, bro. Like he's putting something in the wings to make them play better. I'm telling you, bro.
It's in the wings, bro.
Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't know, man.
Hell, that's simple. We'll never lose a game. Shit.
hey, Wes. Peep. So if you come out the group, you come to Indy, you got to give me a little 6-piece on the low.
Hey man, you buy it, I fry it.
I said, I'll buy it.
You buy it, I fry it.
I'm with it. Hey, y'all heard it here first, man. That's locked. That's locked in.
Is a party at Ye's house? We're all gonna get wings.
I'm just gonna get wings.
Yeah,
we'll find somewhere to grill it.
I thought you had some good shit for the champion. I like it though. I was coming in here with goddamn with gloves on already. I thought you were gonna come get me, boy.
What do you mean? I know. Listen, this is not much to say. You're done. You're done. You guys are done.
We're done.
You're done. You're
4 game one. That's
you guys are gonna win 2 games, and you're gonna be out of the group. All right, that's it. You're gonna go 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
2 and 3 in that group might actually get them in.
No, you have to be 3. You got to win 3 games. I've run the numbers.
So everybody's got to win 3. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's got to be like 3. It's got to be like 3. It's got to be 3. You can't go like. It's weird.
Everybody can't beat each other.
Unless I think there's like some weird scenario where someone can go 2 and 3, but a team has to go like 5 and 0 or something like that. It's something I was running the numbers the other day. I'd have to run them again.
I have to go 5 and 0 for a 2 and 3 to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, but there has to be 5. If there's 5 teams, 25 and 25. Yeah, I ran the numbers the other day. I was looking at it actually. But no, I think they're gonna go. I think the Hornets are gonna go 2 and 3. I think they're gonna beat like the Grizz team, and I feel like they're gonna beat. They could upset like a weird team, but I think it's likely they beat the Magic. I think they beat the Grizz and Magic, and then they lose to the Nets, Raptors, and Knicks. I think that's how it's gonna go, and I think that what's gonna happen is those 3 teams are gonna. Those 3 teams, I mean, they're gonna switch games. Everyone's gonna beat the Grizz. I think the Grizz. They're either gonna go 0-5 or 1-5. I mean 1-4. I think the Grizz the Grizz might get 1 game.
So y'all got like us and the Grizz and the Magic. We just like bottom feeders of the group.
Yeah, you fighting. I mean, dude,
we free wins. Is that what you saying? We free wins.
Yeah, you got a bunch of bags.
Fuck.
Punching bags, man.
Also, that damn you. So you already said them boys. They got 1-0 on their thing over there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they got the check mark. You know what I mean? They got it checked off. The box is checked.
Damn, locked it in.
Shots gonna be shots and Faiz, man. They're gonna be cooking you. I think that Saint's gonna be pushing like bullying you and everything. He's gonna be bullying you.
What happened? I was saying I missed it. Fuck. Oh fuck.
I said that Saint's gonna be bullying you. I think Shots and Faiz are gonna cook you.
Damn.
You're gonna have the Duck and Malik show going on. You're gonna be dancing circles around Icy.
Oh man.
I mean, you said he's the worst lock in the league. So shit.
So what's Dick gonna be choke slamming King Hod?
King Hod's gonna average the most turnovers in this tournament.
God damn.
Damn!
Hey, you better hope they don't win, bro.
I'm gonna be sitting there, and they beat who they play the Raptors first,
bro. This is the same Kings team.
They put Knicks. They put Knicks. I'm gonna be sitting there, and the Knicks are gonna be losing. They're gonna be down like 20, and I'm gonna be like, my Twitter's just gonna be deactivated.
Oh man, you know, Crown is coming.
Crown's gonna be like, "Where's Champ? Where is he?" No, come on.
It's a wrap.
Damn.
He's like, "Where is he? Where is he? Bring him here." Right.
I need a Cavs jersey. I need a D-Law jersey.
A D-Law jersey.
Let's get back to these bold positions, man.
I know. I'll let this man live.
Let this man live, man.
Y'all got off topic here, man.
So I'm not gonna lie, Wes.
My takeaways,
Wes, if you make the playoffs with this roster, you're the greatest coach of all time. All right, that's it. You're the greatest coach in 2K League history if you can make playoffs with this team.
Stamp it, man.
Stip it. You can clip it. You can put it anywhere you want, man. I'll tell you right now. Wes can make the playoffs with this current roster that he has right now. he is the greatest coach of all time in 2K League history. I'm gonna say it that simple, man. Like it's that simple.
So it ain't nothing on the roster you like.
Nothing. Maybe Crown. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I like Crown. I like Crown. That is it.
We're gonna wake you up a little bit, champ. They're gonna wake you up, son. We'll wake you up. I'll wake you up a little bit, man.
Oh, listen, man. Every year, I predict this team to be bad, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, West's gonna be putting something in the wings tonight.
Could be something in the wings, man. You're gonna have a cauldron of them.
There we go, man. Listen, man. And then, like I say, man, we can't wait to tip off. I'm excited to see I'm gonna get up out there. I'm excited to see my guys start their season, start their career. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun season. Ready to get to it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, get to it, man. Ready to get to it, man.
All right, man.
Been
Listen, Wes, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck to you, man. You know it's all love at the end of the day, man.
You say we the bottom feeders of the group. Man, that's it. Oh, fuck.
You're gonna be fighting for scraps.
Fight for scraps. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for the shit. I'm ready. I can't wait to goddamn 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, man. All right, man, Wes. You have a good one, man.
I hope they live up to what your standard, man. Damn, bro. Come on, man.
Good luck, bro. I can't wait to watch this game now.
Oh, yeah. See,
I
hyped it up, man. Look at that, man. I hyped it up. I can just imagine, like I said, the expression, like you're gonna see, like they're gonna cut to West's face, and he's gonna just be staring at the camera, no reaction, just looking at it, and I know he's looking at me when he's looking at the camera.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Looking at me. Now, yeah, they play the Knicks first, like at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. They don't play the second day. Third day, they play at 8 o'clock against the Nets. I think that's a tough one. Damn, they got the tough games to start out, too. They got their first 3 games, so they play the Knicks, Nets, and Raptors. All 3 teams, I think, that are like the better teams in that group. I mean, if they pull one of those games out, that gives them a chance. But they can't lose to the Magic or Grizz. That's all I'm going to say. They cannot lose to those 2 teams.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take it one game at a time.
If they lose to like the Hornets, they can't drop a game versus the Magic or Grizz. Those are the teams they're supposed to beat. The other teams, no. I don't think they're gonna beat any other teams. Raptors, I hear rough stories, but I don't know, man. I think they're gonna be fine. I think they got more offense, but who knows? But let me get back to these bold predictions, man. I got because I have to finish these tonight. I got to finish the bold predictions because I got a couple teams done. I got quite a few teams done, actually. What team do I got to do? What's the team that everyone wants me to do, chat?
Grizz.
Grizz Gaming? I think I did Grizz Gaming. Oh, yeah, I did. You want to see Grizz Gaming?
Mm-hmm.
Grizz Gaming is a little rough. Grizz Gaming will win a 3v3 title. BP and J Money will be one of the worst 5v5 backcourt duos. J Rob will be the worst NBA 2K player this season. Ticket team in 5v5 and title contender in 3v3 as their ceiling. Floor worst team in the NBA 2K League.
Oh man, you said they'll win a 3v3 title though.
Yeah, they could.
I think they do. I think
you
put Spartan at the. Are they allowed? So for 3v3, are you able to are centers able to go to the 4 and be like a 4 big, or they have to be like?
I think a lot. I think a lot of people are going to have their power forward playing 3v3 for shooting because everyone's going to. A lot of people. You want me to do Bucks? I think I did Bucks. Did I do Bucks? I didn't do Bucks. Let's do Bucks. Let's do Bucks.
J-Rod will be the worst NBA 2K League player this season. Man, I'm glad you weren't around when I was playing.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
I would have been getting torched on here. I mean, Confident was getting on my ass every week anyway. So
at the end of the day, no. All right. Let me be honest, guys, about bold predictions. It is like a really, really bold thing. You know what I mean? Something that no one would say because no one says someone's gonna be the worst in the league. No one says that. No one. I don't think anyone in this league has the guts to actually admit who's the worst people.
That is somebody is the worst player in the league is so tough.
Yeah. Well, no one ever says it. You know what I mean? No one actually says.
I mean, it's good content. So like,
yeah. I mean, listen. My number one thing is it's not like I'm not like again. If you take it personal, and you know what, take it personal.
It's part of the business. But it's tough to hear, especially if you're like see the person in person.
But I'd rather use it. I'd rather use it as motivation and talk trash than like take it personal and like take it to like that level where it's kind of gets weird. You know what I mean? Like I know you kind of see it now with like when you make lists and like someone gets pissed off about something, you're like bro, I'm just making a list, and like they take it to like, oh, you're a weirdo or some shit. Like it's like, nah, bro, like I'm just making a list. Like what's wrong?
Yeah, usually in person, like I don't hear all this stuff.
Oh, trust me, I don't either.
Crazy.
The only person I think that ever came out to me was Doug's. Doug's the only person that ever came out to me and actually said something. No one's ever actually said anything to me. And like,
I'm cool with talking about it in person too. So
bro, I'm cool with it too, bro. Like, and like, I think it's like sometimes
I'm not gonna respond to DMs, but in person,
but
first thing when I got out the Uber in Vegas, I saw Crown. Never met Crown in person. I got out the car, and started clapping. I was like, "Here come the boring Hornets!" I was waiting for him to say something to them. And that's all he kept bringing up. I mean, he never brought it. I mean, but Crown is one person that will say something. Though.
Bucks GG, man. No, Crown's cool people, dude. He's chill. Crown's
awesome. He's gonna be. I think his content's gonna be dope. Once he's out the league, he's gonna be.
Johnny Red will be a Rookie of the Year candidate. Johnny Red will be a Rookie of the Year candidate. Is my first bold prediction for this team.
About Plondo. What are you gonna say about Plondo?
Plondo will be the what's the word I'm looking for? Kryptonite of this team. Basically meaning wait, how do I spell kryptonite? Kryptonite. I don't know if I spelled it right.
You can put a P in there.
Yeah. Kryptonite. Plondo will be the kryptonite to this team. Cooks.
Yeah, you spelled it right.
Will be Cooks will be the best. I can't let Cook's head get that big. He gonna be going crazy.
Cooks is another person that'll come after you. Cooks is another person that'll come after you.
Oh yeah. The thing is, when I make this, bro, eventually people like when I go to I'm probably gonna go off for playoffs. I don't know if I'll be able to go out for any of these tournaments because like the setup is kind of strange. Like it's like weekdays and stuff. Like I don't mind going out to like Indy on a weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But like there's tournaments that are Friday and Friday, Saturday. But like, is it really worth for me to go there for 2 days? I don't know. I mean, I guess kind of tough at school for me too. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Cooks.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Cooks is. I think. Yes, it's got to be about Cooks. This one. Cooks.
Yeah, middle of the pack point guard.
Nah. I think the Bucks are gonna be really good. Cooks will average. Will be. No, because I think Johnny Red is gonna take a huge workload on this team. Like, I really do think that Johnny and Cooks are going to be very balanced, with the way they're scoring. I think they're both going to have pretty similar scoring. Cooks will be the best. Let me just think. I don't know how much Johnny is taken away from Cooks. Cooks will be a top 5 scorer. No, because no, that doesn't seem right. Will be a top 3. Let's go top 5. Top 5 guard in the West. Cooks will be a top 5 guard in the West. Ceiling for this team: Western Conference Finals. Western Conference Finals. Lose to Warriors or Wolves. Nah, I'll just because that's too specific. And lose. Western Conference Finals and lose. Floor.
You said, oh, you talking about the Bucks?
Yeah.
Conference finals and lose?
5th seed is their floor. 5th seed. And have up and down performances. 5th seed and have up and down performances. That's their floor. So, bold prediction 1, Johnny Webb will be a Rookie of the Year candidate. Plondo will be the kryptonite of this team. Cooks will be a top 5 guard in the West. Ceiling, Western Conference Finals and lose. 5th seed for their floor, the 5th seed, and have up and down performances. Yeah, that's my bold predictions for Bucks GG. They'll both average 20 points per game. That's not a bad one. That's kind of like where I think they're going to be, but I think that Johnny's going to be around that 14 to 15, and I think like Cooks might have that 20. I think you're going to see a lot more scoring out of Dawes 6 than you guys expect. Like, Dawes 6 is going to be a pretty good score. Did you do Pistons? I'll check. I don't know if I did Pistons. I'll check if I did Pistons. I don't know if I did.
How many teams have you done?
I've done quite a few. I'd have to check. I don't. Let me see. Check right now. Yeah. I've done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 14.
Okay, not bad. Hey, I'm about to get up out of here. Out of here.
Hi, man. I'll see you
Thanks for
around.
having me, bro.
For sure, man. Have a good one, man. Appreciate the host earlier, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All right, man. Later. I'll pull up the Pistons.